with Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanted to be said. 90 minutes for Phil to fill with so much time to kill. He promised Chell, but all he does instead is beg and shell. The stream's online and straight away begins to wane, but all is fine as long as Char's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to enjoy, fresh when you're, but I feel sure he ran straight and feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. His support is also slow and stays so low and fails to grow. You never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Most victims across the board be charged award because his code can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us all feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch it creep, we play bingo while Phil will bitch on why is she but also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across our screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals our soul machine. He's not in burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if Andrew Banner's chatters can't see if others make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and slaps his leg before launching into a bike, pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life with Clawless Cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that tits are well and they were right. With drama he will react, but as an actor it's a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Three streams nearly over and a win is in sight, with little white despite Phil delight that tits were not light. We'll say alright, it is okay, and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tits will help from being off the other day, and with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Wednesday the 9th of April 2025. I do hope you're all doing very well, and I hope you're enjoying your week so far. This is Hump Day Wednesday, halfway through the working week for most people, of course. Although Phil Burnell is not Hump Day because his streaming schedule begins on Sundays, you know, so, and sometimes he fucks off on Friday as well, so yeah, anyway. Phil is in his stream, as you can see. He's very excited because he's got some brand new headphones, these ones to be exact. Today we'll have a live unboxing on the podcast and product testing on the late stream of Black Ops 6. See you in a few. These are the Pro X2 Lightspeed Logitech headphones. And yeah, I mean, why does Phil have these? Why? What's the point of Phil buying this? Random splurge of money on things he doesn't need. He has plenty of earphones already. And he can't even wear them long term because they get ear infections. And that's not me being mean or anything. He actually says it in his chat here. He just said it right there. What a shit. He's like, ready for the headphone unboxing? You know, like, Phil's like, yeah, it should be interesting. My ears get too sweaty with headphones on for long periods of time. And Phil's like, I was getting chronic ear infections, which is why I don't use them constantly. And this guy's like, I think my tinnitus came from a headphone-induced ear infection. And Jason's asking, Logitech all the things, wish it was in white to match everything else. And Phil says they did have it in white, but I thought black would be better, all things considered. White cups etc. may look gross over time. Ew, you clatty bastard. The white ones were 100% white, unlike the Corsairs. And Bigworm's asking, mic controllers show dirt and muck pretty fast. When it gets in the grooves, it's hard to get out. And so saying headphones are just as bad if not worse. You've got the natural oils from your skin and hair that dye it darker. The natural oils from your skin and your hair that dyes your headphones darker. I don't think I don't think hair does that unless you've got hair dye in the hair. I was totally going to get the white ones until I saw the white ear cup pads when you're like, nope. Wow, isn't that fucking fascinating? Isn't that super duper fucking fascinating indeed? Jesus Christ, man. I think we can all agree when we all fucking say,
who fucking cares?
So yeah. Anyway, and I mean, I don't know anything about headphones though. Like, you know, I have been mocked for my headphones. Like the ones I use all the time. Like my good lady, she was using them the other day and she's fucking like telling me they're fucking terrible. And I was like, what do you mean? I don't know what makes a good set of headphones from a bad set of headphones. Like, I've got them plugged in and I can hear the things I need to hear. Like, they work. They're functional. I don't know what good headphones would do to enhance that experience in any capacity, you know? I don't know. It's bizarre. But yeah, I'm not too massively caught up on what makes a good one and a bad one or whatever. Profit is long, dude. More USB issues incoming. Oh god, yes. Oh, can't wait for fucking, that's gonna be fucking great. Is Self-Stream live yet, or is it still fanning about? He's live, okay, cool. Thankfully he's on mute already, thank fuck for that. Right, we have tons to go through, guys. We have tons to go through. So, this man is struggling to stay awake and pay attention on the main story of Pirate Yakuza. Phil, there's multiple clips of him falling asleep.
Oh. So you know, as the Esperanza treasure found its way to LA Island, I better listen close. Oh, this is gonna be like an hour, isn't it?
His actual thumbnail for the part he uploaded was him pretending to be asleep, with Z's in it.
The year was 1816.
Oh no!
The original crew of the Esperanza had made off with a prize of their own.
So let's see, does he fall asleep here?
So, how about our Haku?
Yep, there he goes. And he's gone. Over here.
Logically, that would imply Nearly Island, a Palakana holy site, the very place those zealots.
He hates it. He hates it. Yeah, look at him. Suffering little piggy. So yeah.
You could trade.
Apparently, May Burst is not the only thing normies know about DSP. I've not seen this clip yet, but Bob Starsky uploaded it. I'm kind of curious what this is. So, how does DSP get involved here?
If you pull a knife on CSGO, it has an in-game monetary value of like $15,000. You could trade it and sell it to somebody for that money.
Yeah. Johnny, wasn't it DSP that was famously addicted to one of those online games, like spending rivers of money on it?
Oh, my.
I've known guys like that. I've known guys that spent thousands of dollars on it, and the reason why you don't hear about it more is because everyone's ashamed of it. And so they're not going to tell you, hey, I spent $3,000 this month on a mobile game because I have to be a top tier player. Like, nobody's saying that.
That's why data on dick sizes is bullshit.
Well, you know, the other thing, the other thing is too, like with the whole
because people with small dicks are embarrassed to say they have small dicks, so they won't report the data accurately.
Sometimes it's not hard to figure out. You get one guaranteed legendary every time you buy a pack of 40, and you have 7 legendaries. You spend $700.
Man, mobile games the dicks. Like
Jesus, man. I kind of went off the rails very fast.
It's just an interesting fact.
So DSP got a little slight mention that he's the guy who's known for wailing it in that game. That's how he's known as. Here's some highlights from the last 10 minutes of gameplay that Phil had on the day stream of South of Midnight. There's some incredible clips up here. I'm not going to lie, now some of these clips are absolutely incredible. I mean, it's just, yeah, I mean these things have been covered as well, and Memoji's got a compilation, you know. And I'm starting at the 7-minute mark, so the first half of the complete this montage is the podcast. We've seen that though, I've already seen that. That's why it's paused at the 7-minute mark, you know. But you have a wee example of some of the things that Phil says to cope for not getting the support he thinks he deserves. Here's a wee snippet.
That being said, it's obvious this is not a game that resonates with my audience. The people who are in chat are literally just complaining, besides a few. There's been a few people who are like, yeah, it's actually not that bad. But most people are just sitting here and complaining that it's terrible. And
$54, by the way, at this point in time. He was on $54. He was hoping for a fucking gold bet. He was praying for the gold bet. He was determined to try and get pizza so Kat wouldn't have to cook. And spoiler alert, Phil did not manage to get pizza that day. The podcast, so his podcast today is called Let's Get Some Pizza. That's a beg. He actually has a fucking beg in the title before he's even gone live. The title of the stream was Let's Get Some Pizza. He's actually begging for money straight off the fucking bat before he's even said a fucking word.
no lie, lost over 150 viewers when I started playing it. We started with almost 300 viewers on the podcast, and we had, you know, a good amount of viewers on Kick. Now we're down to less than 200 on YouTube and less than 40 on Kick, which is way low. Engagement, like I said, most people complaining, saying they don't like it, and support's not existent. Like, all the support came in during the podcast. I received one super chat and like $1 tip playing this game today. So all I can say is I gave it a shot. Did I not? Can you blame me when it's a situation like this where I'm saying the game's not bad? I would definitely consider playing it further, but everyone is telling me don't play it, it sucks, move on. So for those who wanted to see me play South of Midnight, I apologize. I wish you were here today. Really, I do. Because I don't know where everyone went. They certainly weren't here for this game. I was planning on playing it again tomorrow. I'm not playing it again. I'm not stupid. Again, all the DSP would have been like, well, we're going to keep playing. I'm going to keep forcing my audience to watch this game that obviously no one likes. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to move on and we're going to do other stuff that people want.
There's a wee example. There's other clips there, by the way, but we'll see that in the compilation of emojis put together. But there's other things there. Here's how has the DSP been toxic last time it's a stream? 1, people stop showing up. 2, it's not woke, you're racist. And 3, Cat now has to make dinner because he didn't hit the goal. Yeah, I mean these so yeah, actually.
The only thing that sucks is
I want to see this last clip. I want to see this clip. We'll probably see the compilation, but I want to see this again here.
the only thing that sucks is I really wanted to do the DSP Tries It today because, like I said, my wife got home from work and would have loved to have food ordered. Now we're gonna have to cook like last minute, which sucks. We were really hoping we were gonna hit the goal, but you know, I can't make people support if there's something they don't like, right? The only thing that sucks.
That's an incredible fucking clip. That right there is incredible. So it was not a guarantee. He was expected to be a guarantee. He was hoping it was going to be a guarantee. He was praying for it to be a guarantee. And it's a good job that Cat really fucking loves to cook, isn't it? Feels like, you know, feels like that. You should quit being retail worker, honey. You should fucking go and be a professional cook, a professional chef style person. It's a good fucking job that Cat just fucking loves to fucking cook food for Phil Burnell, isn't it? Also, didn't get to have pizza that fucking day. It's a real shame, but then again, I guess that's just another example of Phil over-promising and under-delivering this time to his wife, although it's probably not the first time he's under-fucking delivered on the goods that he promised her. Hell, it's just, what the fuck, man. I mean, I can't wait to watch the rest, you know, the compilation my just put together for this. But here's a summary. This is a great example. So this actually this is a screenshot from the night stream after he played Pirate Yakuza, right? 7 midnight premiere, sponsored by Game Pass, rent games, don't play them. That got dropped because people didn't care, no support, which got $54 with 200 viewers. Like a Pirate got less money, technically, although there was a late super chat that came in afterwards which added towards the goal, so Phil got like $63 instead. And it had less viewers as well. Look, this has a Like a Pirate. Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza had fucking 157 viewers and roughly the same amount of fucking money. That gets continued. So the brand new game gets dropped, even though it had roughly the same amount of money and more support and more viewers, more engagement, more interactivity, whatever. But whatever reason, Pirate gets a fucking free pass, even if Phil's fucking falling asleep during the fucking game. It's just, it's bizarre. TJ Gamebox has responded, by the way. He has responded to Phil. Remember Phil Burnell threw some shade towards TJ Gamebox saying he can't even spend 3,000 whatever. TJ has listed a few examples why Down from the Rafters might spend $3,000. 1, if you get enough shards to unlock, you need 5,000 exactly. 2, you get her fully kitted gear. I mean, by saying unlock, I mean unlock these characters. You know? And the characters and the kind of stuff, whatever, you know what I mean? So that kind of shit, you know what I mean? And these cards. 3, because you have no impulse control and kept trying until you pulled her. You know? So yeah, that's exactly why, you know, people would wail. Remember, Phil tried to claim yesterday that these games stop you from wailing away in the game. I like how Steve repeated his tweet comment. To be fair, I'd pay $3,000 for a chance to pull Rhea Ripley. She would fucking break your back over again, probably. TJ is saying, just for dexterity, this is the packs that the game also has. While not trackable, the game doesn't stop you from spending so much. Phil trying to claim that the game does have some things in place to try and, you know, control and limit how much you spend is ridiculous. Oh, balls. We said this chat.
DSP going live tipped £1. No message or derail. For now.
For now, oh god. Phil is crying because there's not a lot of people on the stream right now. Oh, boo to the who. Something to watch, and he's like, I'm going live. What the hell is everyone? Oh well, I was gonna go live anyway. Talk to myself. As usual. Jesus, it's oh my god. People are said, can we get like, you know, 10 seconds of the big counter just for him, you know, putting "Let's Get Some Pizza" in the title. The Grinch. DSP failed off harder than you did. Failed. I recognise that grammatical error. Hello, mister. Anyway, I think we should get 10 seconds on the big counter. Just for the title alone. Phil's title of a stream is Chill Podcast, that for returns, and Let's Get Some Pizza. That's a big right there. How come I stopped it at 10, 11 seconds. 11 seconds of fucking begging. Jeez, man. Fantastic stuff. So yeah, so Phil's going live, as you can see, and by the way, I need to add that. Hold on 2 seconds. I need to add that. Thank you very much for letting me know that Phil was going live. I, of course, add that tip to the bingo prize fund. Remember, every single tip that comes in, no matter how big or small, goes towards that bingo prize fund. Excellent stuff indeed. And yeah, they're all watching PWR. Right, he's popping off lately. He has been popping off. Preparing for Phil to sue him. But yeah, TJ responded back to Phil and just showed how you can spend so much money in this game. Phil had a 30-minute daily crap. I was thinking of going through it as well, because I was going to see the compilation, this part of compilation, and then maybe the daily crap, but the daily crap was just 13 minutes of begging, so maybe not. 13 minutes. Nobody likes Seth at midnight. Planetary Council put me. Here's a summary of the daily crap. A business support, not annoyed, disappointed, couldn't get pizza, not worried. A reminder, he just made $2,000 on his birthday stream on Sunday. It is Wednesday now. And also, I think, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I thought this was a very solid tweet I made earlier on today. A sobering fact for DSP. He made more money by not begging at all one day after his 5 nights at Freddy's Marathon, which he got $150 from him. He didn't beg at all that day, and he was given $150 without having to ask for a penny. He made more money that day than he did begging his audience every 30 seconds 2 days after his birthday marathon, which saw him get $117 given to him last night. So the conclusion of that, of course, is when you compare the two incidents, the 2 days essentially, the conclusion is that Phil made more money by shutting the fuck up about money. I mean, am I wrong? Phil legitimately got a lot more money by not even asking for it before. Yesterday was a stream, so of course he's going to blame the game. He's going to blame the game, he's going to blame the audience, he's going to say the audience are racist or something. It's bizarre. I mean, we'll see here. We'll see actually here in this compilation. Let's watch the Mamology compilation from this point onwards for the excuses as to why he calls his viewers racist for not supporting this Surf Midnight stream. He calls his viewers racist. It's their fault apparently, they're not supporting it.
Okay, so folks, 2 things. Number 1, I gotta pee. Number 2, my wife just got home. So I'm gonna take a brief break here in order to use the restroom and also to say hello to her and all of that. It's probably like 5-10 minutes tops. We still have about 90 minutes left of gameplay on the stream. Now here's the deal. As you guys can see, today has not been an abundant support day. We're only about 1/3 of the way to our goal with
an abundant support day. It's not been an abundant support day. Fuck me, man. Hey, if I got $50 in a fucking day down streaming, I'm fucking, dancing for fucking joy. But I guess I just don't have I'm not as greedy as Phil is, I guess.
With only 90 minutes left. I told you, if we hit the goal today on stream, we're doing DSP tries at Little Caesars. I guess for whatever reason, people aren't too interested.
Hold on. Little Scissors? Was that Mamology showing Little Scissors on the
Today
stream?
On stream, we're doing DSP tries at Little Caesars.
That is adorable. That's adorable. That's some nice wordplay there, Mamology.
I guess for whatever reason, people aren't too interested in this game. As you can see, attendance also not very great today. I don't know. It's a new game. I wanted to give it a shot. It's on Game Pass. So far, I'm enjoying it. If you could support the stream, please do. Here's the thing. We need to hit the goal by 3:30 p.m. Pacific time.
No, you don't.
In order to do DSP tries it. Because that time, I'll have time to order the food, have it made and delivered. If not, then we can't do it today.
I'm pretty sure it's a 2-minute drive from you, essentially. Like, Little Caesars is not very far away from his home. It would actually be a lot quicker if he just sent Cat to fucking go and collect the fucking thing and bring it back when he finishes fucking stream, rather than fucking pay for fucking delivery. It's like a straight road there and back. It wouldn't take longer than fucking 10 minutes to collect the fucking thing. And it's probably a simpler commute than it is for Cat to go to work.
All right, so it would be ideal if we could hit the goal in the next hour. If you were watching and enjoying and you wanted to support the stream to make that happen, I would appreciate that if you could do it now, so that way when we come back, we can know we're doing it in order in time. If not, then it'll just have to wait. All right?
Save the pig. Save the pig, the game. The whole game, you're trying to save the pig's life.
All right? But here's the thing. We have to hit it within an hour because I have to order around 3:30 for it to be here in time for 4 o'clock so we can eat right after I finish with the gameplay.
Who fucking cares?
If you're here and you're hanging out and you have a good time, please consider supporting the stream. Now,
It's been considered, and they're not going to support.
here's the chance, all right? Or here's the deal. All right, well, if anyone is here watching and chilling,
is he about to fucking bribe them and say, hey, if you give me money, kick badges?
please support if you can. We have 1 hour left to hit the goal. If we hit it by 3:30ish, then I can order their DSP Tries It food. If not, then we'll just have to wait. And we'll see if we hit it maybe tonight with Yakuza, Pirate Yakuza, or maybe tomorrow again. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I feel like a lot of people did not show up for this game. I guess the consensus that people keep saying is that the game is woke. I haven't really seen that yet. I haven't seen anything here that makes it woke besides the main character is black. And if I guess you're a racist, you'd say it's woke.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Oh, why am I not getting support? Oh, it's because my audience is racist. I wonder why my audience is so racist and not giving me money to play this game, which is so woke, apparently. Oh my god. And there it is. If you think the game is woke, you're a racist, according to Phil Burnell.
That's about the only thing I can see. So, I don't know. So far, I see nothing like that. I'm not saying maybe there won't be later. There's been nothing like that yet. So I don't know why people would immediately write the game off because the main character and all the characters so far, like the main characters seem to be black.
But apparently, if the main character is black in any sort of, entertainment medium, whether it's a fucking video game or maybe like a fucking movie or a television show, if that character's black, the main character, whatever, the protagonist, whatever, apparently that's woke. Motherfuckers never seen fucking things like fucking, Shaft or fucking Blades, or that kind of shit. No, he's not seen that shit, apparently.
Like that's a problem or something. Maybe you're incredibly racist. I don't know what else to say. Outside of that, I think the game is fine. Okay? 4D chess player, you did not contribute. You're a liar. That didn't happen. And then on the YouTube side, we have someone else who already had been banned but has a sock account, so I'm banning them too.
Where is everyone? Banned.
Well, if you are on the stream and you're enjoying yourself, thanks for at least chilling. There's quite a lot of people who are just being toxic jerks in the chat, and I'm trying to ignore them. You guys know me. I give every game a shot. I'm honest. So far, I don't have any complaints about this game whatsoever. I do feel like it's a good game so far. I am enjoying the more retro style gameplay elements of it.
And I'll do something with it. Yeah.
And I hope that you guys are at least enjoying, the chill vibes of the stream. Again, if you are, please support the stream. The whole idea today was that we were going to get a goal and be able to do a DSP Tries It, but because people seem to be biased against the game for pretty ridiculous reasons, it seems like quite a lot of people didn't show up to the stream or support it. And there's nothing I can really do about that. It's a shame, because you would think that people would support no matter what game I'm playing, but I guess not. We're still at this level where sometimes if I play a game, certain people don't show up, we don't get that level of support.
So it's the game's fault after all. So if you do well, it's because of you. If you don't do well, it's because of the game. That sound good to everyone? That makes sense? We all agreed?
That I can do about that. I tried as well as I could to stop it, and it's out of my hands now, and it's their fault, not mine. It's that simple. Guys, last chance to support the stream and have us hit the goal for today and qualify for DSP Tries at Little Caesars. But considering we haven't had any support in 30 minutes, actually, I take it back. It's been almost 2 hours. Rox M was the last person who supported, and that was 2 hours ago.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. Why does your audience need to fucking is your audience sitting there thinking, wow, it's been 2 hours? I feel bad. Phil's not been getting any money in 2 hours, and now he's starting to get sulky. I better give him a bit of money so he's less angry and sulky. Fuck off. Don't manipulate your fucking viewers that way. If they know, because you remind them every fucking 30 fucking seconds, Phil, they know how to give you money if they want to give you fucking money. It'll either happen or it won't fucking happen. So don't fucking treat them like they're fucking infants. They need to fucking be told every fucking 30 seconds, guys, money time, money time, money time. Fuck off. You're like a fucking obnoxious Teletubby.
All right, looks like we're not doing it today. We would need some big contributions right now to hit the goal.
You see, one step at a time.
No, we don't have 45 minutes. It has to happen in the next 10 minutes so I can order the food and it shows up in time for us to do it. That's the problem. So we need it right away. Everything dead stream's a dead stream. Why is it dead? There's people watching. Why does no one care enough to say, I like the content, let's keep it going, I will support it? I'm lost, because that's always happened. So what changed this week with these two games? Someone tipped $1.50, says technically the game's been out since Thursday, so a lot of people who wanted to see it have already seen it and or played it, but good luck on the pizza. So that's another big problem with these games, that if you pay extra, you play it early, and I'm not going to pay extra if it's a Game Pass game. So I don't play extra. Now
So now you don't get much support because everyone's already fucking seen the game, because the people that actually cared about their community and cared about the audience were willing to fucking pay the money to invest in the game to play it for the audience as soon as possible. You care so little for your audience, you're not willing to fucking pay money to this game rather than get it for free and wait. Therefore, the audience that wanted to see this fucking game being played are not fucking still going to wait for you, Phil. Those content creators that got the game early and played it for the audience early care more for their audience than you care for yours. It's as simple as that, Phil. Don't blame the game, blame yourself for being a cheap bastard who doesn't fucking appreciate his audience enough to fucking spend, like, you know, $60 on a game or whatever. To play it for them early, to show them what the game's like. No, you're upset about your own fucking cheap fucking, you know, Scrooge-like ways of fucking making sure you're fucking... why should Phil Bonnell have to spend money on his audience to fucking give him a game early? He can just wait a few days later and get it on Game Pass when no one cares anymore because everyone's seen the game.
Play it. Oh, it's old now. What do you mean it's old? It just came out right now. It literally just fucking came out. Well, guys, let's be honest, all right? Now we've seen what the game is, correct? The game is an old school throwback, but sadly, 2025 audiences apparently don't like this kind of game.
Based on what? Based on your one shitey fucking stream where you begged for hours for fucking pizza. That's what you're going on.
All day I gave it a shot. I mean, I just played it for almost 2.5 hours. I'm giving it a very fair shake. Personally, I don't dislike it. I mean, I'm not in love with it. I feel like it's a perfectly passable game. And I totally feel like previously in my career as a content creator and a YouTuber, okay, I could have played a game like this and no one would have complained. They would have said, oh, it's a fine game, it's unique. I feel like in 2025, things have changed, that the modern gamer is only looking for a particular style or kind of game. And if they don't get it, they just don't care about anything else that tries to be different. In this case, this is a combination of the old school with some cool artistic design and a really good soundtrack. I don't understand why in both of my chats today, we had so many people literally just dumping on the game, because it's just unwarranted. What it is people follow trends and fads and don't want to think for themselves. In general, this game has not got stellar reviews. I think people are saying on Metacritic, it's in the 70s right now. So because it, you know, every mainstream place didn't kiss its butt, it's bad. And I disagree. Like, I legitimately disagree. I think that this would be a game.
I disagree. I would uninstall it right now because I didn't get money for it.
That is a fine weekend game. You get it on Game Pass. You play it throughout 3 days. You relax. You enjoy the ride. It's nothing you're going to remember when you start talking about Game of the Year. But at the same time, there's absolutely a place in gaming for a game like this. That being said, it's obvious this is not a game that resonates with my audience. The people who are in chat are literally just complaining, besides a few. There's been a few people who are like, yeah, it's actually not that bad. But most people are just sitting here and complaining that it's terrible. And no lie, lost over 150 viewers when I started playing it. We started with almost 300 viewers.
Phil, you always lose a huge amount of viewers when you go from the podcast to the game. That is normal.
On the podcast, and we had you know, a good amount of viewers on Kick. Now we're down to less than 200 on YouTube and less than 40 on Kick, which is way low. Engagement, like I said, most people complaining, saying they don't like it, and support's not existent. Like, all the support came in during the podcast. I received one super chat and like...
But Phil, $54 is not non-existent support. $54 is a lot of fucking money. You just don't fucking appreciate the value of a fucking dollar. $54 fucking dollars on a fucking single day stream. Remember, this is half of Phil's work day, essentially. He still has a fucking night stream as well. Phil made over $100 yesterday. For him, that is not enough. For him, that's unacceptable. For him, that's a fucking problem. For him, it's a 13-minute daily crap fucking, you know, emergency fucking support fucking thing. Well, but that's what I'm saying. He cannot and will not be able to appreciate the value of the American dollar. Because for some people, that is a very good fucking day. But for him, it's like a fucking fail.
Like a dollar tip playing this game today. So all I can say is I gave it a shot. Did I not? Can you blame me when it's a situation like this where I'm saying the game's not bad, I would definitely consider playing it further, but everyone is telling me don't play it, it sucks, move on. So for those who wanted to see me play South of Midnight, I apologize. I wish you were here today. Really, I do. Because I don't know where everyone went. They certainly weren't here for this game. I was planning on playing it again tomorrow. I'm not playing it again. I'm not stupid. Again, old DSP would have been like, well, we're going to keep playing. I'm going to keep forcing my audience to watch this game that obviously no one likes. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to move on and we're going to do other stuff that people want. This is trying to replicate that style of game in the modern era, and everyone wants to dump on it for various reasons. I do feel the whole, oh, it's woke. It's not woke. You're just racist. There's nothing woke about this game right now. Now, I don't know, I didn't get further in, but right now, the first 2.5 hours I just played, there's zero woke in this game. And if you say it is, you're a fucking liar. And I'm tired of people who lie about this stuff to try to, oh, you see, it's woke, and then, now it's not going to do good. It has nothing to do with the game being woke at all. And if you think that, you're just a part of a stupid internet mob that can't think for yourself. If you want to criticize it and be like, well, it plays like an old school game. I don't like that all the combat's arena combat. The platforming's too easy. Those are legitimate criticisms of the game. I'll say you're, in that regard, valid things to say. But if you're complaining, oh, the game's woke, you're just a fucking loser. And I'm tired of people following this stupid, brainless mentality. I must do what everyone else on the internet says and follow. If there's someone who says it's woke, I must listen. It's not woke. There hasn't been a single woke moment in this game. But like I said, as a person who, I'm not streaming for myself, right? I'm not. This is the kind of game I absolutely would keep playing it. I have no problems with it whatsoever. But stream-wise, I have to stream stuff that people want to see. Through your actions today of people quitting the stream and not engaging, saying the game sucks and not supporting, you're telling me you don't want this and that you would like me to do something else. So I will listen to you. The only thing that sucks is I really wanted to do the DSP Tries It today because, like I said, my wife got home from work and would have loved to have food ordered. Now we're going to have to cook like last minute, which sucks. It really...
Oh my God, what's up?
Hang on 2 seconds, the video's almost over.
Hoping we were going to hit the goal, but, I can't make people support if there's something they don't like.
There you go, that's the end of the video. Thank you very much to Caldenson for the super chat. Goes, look at her, it's a black woman. Jesus, man. Oh, yeah, historically, yeah. Jesus, man. Remember, she's got a black pack. Look at black woman, she got a black pack. Oh, for God's sake. But Phil's not racist, though. Why would you think Phil's racist? Just because there's a history of Phil saying and doing racist things in the content over 15 years? Why would you think he's racist? And Steve asking the question that's very relevant. How about you cook, Phil? Phil can't cook, he's too busy uploading videos and all that shit. Fuck me, man. So yeah, that was the compilation by Memoji. Phil reading to his, like crazy, calling his viewers racist. Not a very happy chappy. And falling asleep on a night stream playing like a dragon, pirate, Yakuza. All that jazz, and yeah. Not a very good day for Phil Burnell in general. Now guys, before we start playing bingo, I think we should change a centre word. The current centre word is birthday. I don't think he's going to mention his birthday anymore. I don't think he's going to talk about his birthday anymore. We need a new centre square word. And I'm not sure what it should be. So any ideas? I don't know. I was going to change it now before I started playing bingo, but I don't know what it should be. The current centre square word is birthday, but I don't know. Goal is not some headphones. I mean, headphones is a cheap one, The thing is, a goal is a normal square. Like a goal is a word that can appear in the options. That can show up in it. So we can't have it be a thing that's sort of as an option on the bingo square, if that makes sense. And goal is one of the words that are on there. A free space if it says birthday. No, tell you what. I mean, I can leave birthday on there if you want, Sticky Man. I can leave it on there, and you might be right. But we could take a gamble. Should we gamble? Should we gamble it then? If Phil says birthday, not only do I get to tick off a centre square, but it's a free space. Because I'll be proven wrong. How about that then? Okay, okay. For today anyway, we'll see if Sticky Man's gamble pays off, okay? I don't think he's going to mention birthday again. I don't know if he's going to fucking mention that again, but then again, he might, because he might complain about support being so low yesterday because of the aftermath of how successful his birthday stream was. He might actually, in a roundabout way, say it. So yeah, fuck it. We're going to leave it then. We'll leave it as birthday for now. So fuck it. Why the hell not? Anyway, so we need. Okay, first of all, we need a number for bingo card. So the second number in chat I see, the very second number in chat I see, will be the one we use for today's bingo square. So make it a good one. The first number in chat was Steve, unlucky pal. The second number is Cody Crusader with 43. We're going to use 43, and that'll be on our bingo board for today's show. This is the 43rd bingo card generated. Thank you very much indeed. This is the I need to remember MicroPython Cypher, who made this program. So MicroPython Cypher made this bingo board for me, right? He made this program. He sent me something the other day, and I've not had a chance to check out yet. What was he sent me something the other day. He made ALT. He actually made ALT something, a Python game, for the kick. It's something to do the kick band names tournament. Oh Jesus, man! It's like I'm not had a chance to check out yet. You know what I mean? Like MicroPython Cypher is fucking insane for some of the things he can come up with. It's absolutely insane. The things you can do with fucking with Python program, man. Jesus Christ! But I just also just seen his name because it came to mind there. Because also every time you open us up, you see his name up here, MicroPython Cypher. You know, I was like, shit, he sent me that. I completely forgot. Anyway. This is today's bingo card we have for today's show. We need Phil to say and do the following. We need Phil to say schedule, him saying him standing up, him discussing politics in some way, him saying you know what I mean, and him explaining something. The second row is Phil saying interactive, his voice cracking, him doing a Y or a T pose, him saying variety and subs. The third row is Phil saying actually, him being all clown mode, him mentioning his birthday, and of course if he does that, it gives us a free space as well, just because I mean it'll prove me wrong. Him saying honest and something style. The fourth row is Phil saying nonsense, him discussing his family in some way, him saying react, reality, and him smacking his lips. The fifth and final row is Phil saying friend, okay, him mentioning or being on Twitter or X, him saying meaningful, and finally, him giving good old prayer hands to the chat. So there we go. Sticky Man says $5 if it doesn't say birthday. I may not be here the whole stream though, so let me know if it doesn't. Don't worry about it, nah. A free space is good enough for gamble, don't worry. There we go. So this is the bingo card we have for today's show. Good stuff indeed. So I'll say, if we get a full house today, 25 out of 25 on a bingo board you see before you, it will, of course, add $10 to that bingo prize fund, which is currently sitting at 165 buckaroos. There's a variety of ways we can get free spaces to help us on our way to a full house bingo card. For example, if Phil burps, sips, or snorts 10 times before he starts recording for his shitey gameplay, that gives us all a free space. For every 6 minutes and 40 seconds that Phil begs, that too gives us a free space. If Phil says birthday, that gives us a free space. But that's just for today, because why the fuck not? For every 5 new or rejoining members we get to the bingo stream, that gives us free spaces as well for every 5. You know? And finally, in my opinion, the best way for us to get free spaces on this bingo board, if we get 50 likes, that is 1 free space. If we get 75 likes, that is 2 free spaces. And if we get 100 likes on this bingo stream before I finish playing bingo, not only do we get 3 free spaces for the bingo board, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes. So you guys are in full direct control of some of the ways we can get free spaces on the bingo board. The rest of the ways are controlled by Phil and his bizarre bodily functions, as well as him begging like the little bitch that he is. So there we go. Warren went to a grocery store but couldn't find the butter. We lost for 30 minutes going up and down the aisles like Phil was that one time. Just guy going, butter! Butter! Just calling it for it like it's like some fucking lost child. Jeez man, it's bizarre. Like if that, it's not going to happen because I fucking live on the other side of the fucking, like I'm across an ocean away from Phil Bonnell. If I was in a fucking shop and I saw Phil Bonnell shopping, I would treat that shit like a fucking nature fucking documentary, like I was some like cameraman for a nature documentary. But I would keep my distance, like observing Phil in the wild. And he's observing all the different varieties of cherry juice and you know what I mean? I would fucking just like, I'd be fascinated to see how the fucking creature interacts in the real world, you know, outside his natural habitat of the Snortfort. That's just me though, of course, you know, but fuck it. Anyway, as I said, Phil's title of the podcast was Let's Get Some Pizza. That is a beg in its own fucking right, which is why the big counter already has some numbers on it, because why the fuck not? Phil wasted time typing that, so we got like 10 seconds on the bingo big counter already. Good stuff indeed. Now, of course, there's one more thing to go for, of course, but I'm going to let Phil himself explain that.
Well, hello everyone, Phil Burnell here, letting you know about King Jad's Bingo and Marbles gameplay on YouTube. Now, You need to leave a post in the community tab to enter, and that's it. A lucky winner will be picked by playing marbles at the end of the month. It is just that easy. Any mouth-drooling idiot can do it.
Thank you, pal. Yeah, piece of shit for explaining that good stuff indeed. Oh, Broside Phil says yesterday went so fucking long. You started like 2 hours. Actually, your stream was 3 hours live before I went live. And then we played some bingo, we won some bingo, and I was able to redirect to your stream because you were still going. You had a fucking like mammoth long session yesterday. It was like fucking insane. So yeah, that was fucking crazy for you. I'll tell you one thing, Phil is getting quite a bit of support right now, but I mean, I haven't got Phil's chat shown on screen or whatever. I'll just ignore it. It's your boy Jesus says, any chance for a Commandos 1 remastered playthrough? It's Simply Eddie says, DSP, I've got a proposition for you. If you play God of War 2, Chains of Olympus and Ghost of Sparta 1, I'll donate $200, $400 and $600. Don't know if he's going to fucking believe that or not, but who knows. Only Jack says, for your little wrestling game, Pookie, here's $2. Ted Block says, I'd love to see a Luigi's Mansion playthrough on GameCube, short and sweet. And Arcade Demon says, are you going to play 2XKO with It's a Gundam? A lot of troll contributions towards Phil today so far, it seems like. So, yeah, there we go. Anyway, as I said, as Phil said there, bingo prize fund, you know what I mean? If you want a chance to win half of that bingo prize fund, you've got to make sure that you've left a comment in the community post, which is linked in the description of his live stream. That bingo prize fund is made up of a variety of different things. For example, a quarter of the money I make on YouTube goes directly towards that bingo prize fund, so the better support that gets, the higher that goes as well. Every bingo we win, every full house we get on the bingo board, that adds $10 as well to the bingo prize fund. Every Friday, we try and pick 3 very challenging marble courses to complete. If we complete each of those courses, we add $10 per course to that bingo prize fund. And of course, tips as well. 100% of tips goes towards the bingo prize fund as well, no matter how big or small. I think the only thing left for me to do is just to press the random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more.
Welcome to Operation Mindfuck!
And that notice, time for bingo. Good luck, everybody. Here we go.
What is going on, everyone? Today, we got an interesting show, and here's why. Number one, we're going to talk about what happened yesterday with South of Midnight. And I'm going to be honest, I never expected that reaction to that game. I'd like to talk about it openly and honestly with everyone today. Now that I have a live audience to kind of bounce off of, I definitely like to hear everyone's thoughts because it seems like no one was happy. Like literally no one. So it's definitely something important to talk about. In addition to that, today, we have a live unboxing of a brand new wireless gaming headset.
Who fucking cares?
Well, I'm going to tell you why. There's a very good reason, but I'm very excited to unbox this, hook it up, and get it working today because on my late stream, we're actually doing Black Ops 6, and it'll be very cool to see how this guy works with it, okay? Plus, we've got a little bit of game news and some other things to talk about, and of course, folks, today, if we hit the goal, it's Little Caesars. I hope we hit the goal because we haven't hit it at all in a couple of streams. We'll talk about that, all right? All this and more on today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
What a shitey fucking oh god, who cares? Also, that was prayer hands. That was definitely prayer hands. I'm holding his hands together. I would say it's a form of prayer hands.
Burger.
But they weren't like fucking in the typical prayer style, but they were clasped together that way. He was definitely fucking praying. So yeah. And yeah, he's got the headset specifically for Call of Duty, and he's gonna test the Call of Duty fucking stuff later on. Like the night stream today is him playing Call of Duty. So they're getting his fucking proper debut there, you know, to see how they fucking do. Remember guys, if I miss anything on his bingo board, please let me know. I don't try and miss things, that just happen sometimes. So yeah, we've got 2 ticked off so far, but if I do miss anything, please, you know, don't be afraid to tag me in chat, let me know, call me out for it, so hopefully, you know, yeah. But it's a team effort guys, we're in this together after all, you know, so there we go. 2 down note, 23 to go. So good start, good strong start in my opinion. Let's skip his shite intro. No, it's a long intro today, a long intro. Gives us some more time just to fucking do fucking nothing. Right. Good luck, everybody. Here we fucking go.
Alrighty, everyone. Good morning and welcome to the show. Today is Wednesday, the 9th of April, 2025. I'm DSP. We're in the middle of a full week of streaming and fun. And before we even get to any topics, I feel like I should address ongoing weird tech issues with Kick. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is basically Kick has been having tons of issues this week, on and off. Number one, I guess Kick updated their app at some point this week. I'm not exactly sure when because I don't use the Kick app very often for anything. But apparently when they did update it, it apparently got like way worse. Like from what people are saying, the Kick app now doesn't load right, the chat freezes, and all these issues. And I first noticed this a couple days ago when the Kick chat was like lagging and freezing.
Who fucking cares?
And I would have to like refresh the chat.
No. Shit. So I'm on full stream today. I'm using like his raw stream today. It's okay. It shouldn't be hard to get back to where we are, but shit. That's because I've got an ad blocker. So yeah, hang on. So he's got his shite intro. In here, blah blah blah. So round a bit here, I think it was. Round a bit here, I think. Let's just make sure we're still at 1.5 speed. Stay on 1440p. Playback speed 1.5. But round about here, I think. You know, let's boost the volume and all that. Fucking
weird tech issues with Kick. And what do I?
Yeah. So we're here. Okay. Actually, that's too loud. Let me lower it a bit. There you go. Yeah. You know, Jan, if you were on raw fill, you'd have a time code. True. But the quality wouldn't be as crisp, you know. So, in my opinion, like, the one drawback of using raw fill, of course, is that it's slightly degraded quality on his stream, because I'm watching a restream while I'm streaming it, if that makes sense. You know, I'm thinking purely from a selfish, thumbnail point of view. You know. Because the thumbnails, I had to go to Phil's stream afterwards and get the thumbnails from there, if that makes sense. Because I wasn't too pleased with how it looked from trying to clip it from Raw Phil's restream. But that's just me though. That's just fucking me.
Mean by that? What I mean is basically Kick has been having tons of issues this week, on and off. Number one, I guess Kick updated their app at some point this week. I'm not exactly sure when, because I don't use the Kick app very often for anything. But apparently when they did update it, it apparently got like way worse. Like from what people are saying, the Kick app now doesn't load right, the chat freezes, and all these issues. And I first noticed this a couple days ago when the Kick chat was like lagging and freezing for me. And I would have to like refresh the chat on my laptop to get it to show up again. And then people would go away for 5-10 minutes and all of a sudden come back and be like, hey, is this working? I'm like, well, what's going on? So it's frustrating, because obviously I'm dual streaming and I like to have interaction with both audiences. And if the Kick, app / website / both keep having issues, that's going to be a problem. Kick right now is definitely one of the major focuses of mine. I've actually been doing quite well on Kick since I started streaming there. Being that I'm a dual streamer, I realized that the vast majority of my audience sticks on YouTube, right? They stuck around on YouTube and haven't really moved over to Kick. But regularly on Kick, I get between, say, 50 to 100 viewers. The sweet spot's usually like 60, 70. It depends on what I'm doing. But the profitability's been great. People over there are generous, and every once in a while we get someone gifting a whole bunch of subs, and it helps the business and my streams a ton. So it's a no-brainer that I keep dual streaming. Like, I definitely have had a big increase in, support since I started streaming on Kick back in October. But definitely, this tech issue has been messing stuff up. Like last night, I went to start streaming the Pirate Yakuza stream.
Who fucking cares?
I went to like refresh my dashboard. The whole thing locked up and logged me out. Then as I was trying to log back in, the site was bouncing back errors. When I finally got logged back in, it wouldn't load again. And then finally, it took like 25 minutes and then it started working again. So all I can say is this. I don't know what's going on over there. Obviously, it's tech issues on the company side. My apologies, all right? I am going to keep trying to dual stream no matter what. It does seem that the streams are working, despite the fact that the chat is frequently malfunctioning and having issues. So I'm just going to leave it as is. And my apologies if for some reason you guys can't talk to me or you can't use the chat. Remember that I am also always streaming on YouTube as well on the DSP Gaming channel. So if you're on Kick and it looks like Kick is dead or dying, you can come over to YouTube to watch the rest of the stream. And by the way, for the record, YouTube does have better quality, but at the same time, YouTube has ads enabled. So there is kind of a trade-off, right? On Kick, you get the lower quality stream, but you get, I would argue, a more active, better chat room, and also no ads. So, pick your poison, I guess, as they say, right? So my apologies, and hopefully you guys can still hang out. I've definitely noticed over the last day, attendance on Kick is way down. Like I said, normally we'd have between 50 to 100 viewers, and we haven't even been pulling in 50 the last 2 days, I think because Kick has been having all these technical issues, okay?
Or alternatively, you've just been banning every single motherfucker in sight. Let's refresh your fucking page. Here's the latest bans today, including ones right from fucking the stream today. I donate, but fuck you, you Tubbs Oink. Was banned by DSP Gaming Real. The cat is downstairs dying and was banned by DSP Gaming Real. Evermind was banned by DSP Gaming Real. Like, DoorDash's pets like food was banned by DSP Gaming Real. Oh, some of the names are brutal. Some of these names. Path for job, Path 5 rope. Path 4 is job and Path 5 rope was banned by DSP Gaming. Oh, some of these names are incredible. Retcon King Real banned by DSP Gaming. I don't even know what it says, but I assume it's offensive. DSP Samuel Jenna. What the fuck is that? I don't know. I don't speak that language. They were banned by DSP. I guess Phil could fucking read it. Maybe if I can put it in Google Translate and I fucking told him what to fucking do. Oh hell. Yeah, but yeah, he's right. Sonny's right, because he on his birthday cried about how people love him. Phil's given $2,000. That means people love him. The more money Phil gets, the more love he is getting. Oh hell. Broside Phil says, Jerry laddie, I'll still be here squatting. Look, you think that's bad? You know, I went to the gym on Monday for the first time in months, okay? And I intentionally had like a light session because I hadn't been for so long, you know? And I'm like, okay, I don't want to fucking be in pain the next fucking day. It has been like fucking literally months since I was in the gym. I was going to fucking have like a light session. And it's been like 3 days, almost 2 days. So I was home to the gym today. I can't bend my arm properly. Like if I want to try and fucking flex, I can't really bend my arm properly. Like I can't touch my right shoulder with my right hand because my arm won't let me bend that far. So my plan to have a light session seems to have backfired because my body gets forgot what it was like to use some certain muscles that I was doing the workout. So what did I learn? Not go back to the gym. Like, gym hurts. I'm just gonna fucking stick to McDonald's, I guess. Nah. Yeah. I'm home to the gym again on Friday, you know, but Jesus Christ. It's just, I mean, I'm annoyed I stayed off for so long. I mean, to be honest, I had a good reason for not going at first, you know, like when I first stopped going, it's because I wasn't well. It took me a wee while. I had a wee fine to get over, you know what I mean? I was kind of out of commission for it flared me for like a couple of months, practically, you know. When I felt well enough to start going again, I was just too lazy though. I was used to not going to the gym because I wasn't going because I wasn't well. And then when I was well again, I was like, well, I haven't been going for a while, I can't be arsed to go back. But yeah, fuck. I'm still in pain today because fucking I was trying to, just because I'm a big fat bastard that hasn't done the gym for ages. But yeah, hopefully I can get back on Friday or Saturday, you know, or both days, you know, so we'll have to wait and see. But there you go. But you do you, bro, side Phil, you enjoy your squats. Oh Christ, man! I swear, it's so annoying. Like it's the stupidest fucking thing. I can't move my arms properly. It's so annoying. But anyway, it won't stop me from playing bingo though.
Okay. All right. So anyway, now that that's out of the way, welcome to the show, everyone. We've got a few important topics to discuss today. The 3 topics are thus: number 1, south of midnight.
The 3 topics are thus. Oh, did Phil say okay?
Ow. Like I said, normally we'd have between 50 to 100 viewers, and we haven't even been pulling in 50 the last 2 days. I think this Kiki's been having all these technical issues. Okay?
Burger.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, now that that's out of the way, welcome to the show, everyone. We've got a few important topics to discuss today. The 3 topics are thus: number 1, south of midnight, and what happened yesterday, why I'm handling it the way I am, and of course, I want your feedback. Number 2, the live unboxing and or testing of a brand new headset here on the podcast. I'm going to explain why I got a new headset, because it was needed. And we're going to see, you know, the features and stuff, comparing it to my old headset. From what I've seen, this headset has what I want and actually should be a little bit more better for ease of use. But quality-wise, I don't know how it's going to sound. We won't know till the next late stream of Black Ops 6, where I'm going to test this with the surround sound for the very first time. So that'll be...
Guarantee the third talking point's going to be about fucking pizza. I'm calling it now.
Kind of interesting. Okay? And then lastly, we do need to talk about basically support, because since Sunday, my birthday marathon, where the support was absolutely out of control, over the top great.
We have a free space. Phil said birthday marathon. Sticky Man was right. I was wrong. Birthday gets ticked off. We get a free space cause it. I was wrong. You were right.
The support has been all over the place, with one stream where I was late, and that's on me, and the stream we didn't hit the goal, but at the same time, I was surprised we got any support because I was late and it was an impromptu stream. Then we had a stream that was regularly scheduled on Monday night, and we did hit the goal, which is great. But then yesterday, we had 2 streams where I barely even hit a third of my regular stream goals. So, it's not disaster. It's not the end of the world at all. All right, I want you to understand that. But obviously, I'd like to figure out how we can get back on track. Today we are getting back on track with the games and the streams that I'm doing. I hope that people will stick around and hang out and engage and support with today's content, because this is stuff that you guys like and have requested. You know, people were actually very disappointed that I didn't play Adamfall on Monday, so now we're doing it today. We shuffled the schedule around so I could actually play it this week again. So hopefully that means it'll bring people back to the table who like Adamfall, right?
Who
and tonight,
fucking
with Black Ops
cares?
6, people were disappointed that I actually didn't play it last week. So we're bringing it back this week, not only with the brand new updates, because the game has an update for the next season. Apparently new maps and stuff like that.
Thank you very much, Sticky Man, for becoming a bingo baddie. There you go, good stuff indeed. So, I wasn't part of the bet, Sticky Man. You didn't need to do that, but there you go. You were right. You know, I was wrong and you were right. We got the free space. You won. You already fucking won. You're victorious. So there we go. But thank you very much, Sticky Man, for becoming a bingo baddie.
To the game, but also it's going to serve tonight as an actual live testing of the new headphones. So it's like a dual stream for two different things, right? So I guess we'll see how it goes, all right, and go from there. But what I'm hoping is that today we can get back on track. So here's the deal. FYI, we are about to have another reward goal once we hit the next goal.
Who
all
fucking
right, and what is it?
cares?
Well, we already said this is something we had talked about doing a couple of weeks ago and hadn't had opportunity to do it because we kind of shuffled everything around. But it's going to be DSP tries at Little Caesars Pizza, where we're going to be doing an order of crazy bread, a pretzel pizza with, by the way, red sauce, because I'm aware you can get pretzel pizza with cheese sauce, and I don't want that. That sounds absolutely disgusting. And for the first time ever, I'm going to try a deep dish pizza that's Detroit style. I've never had Detroit style pizza before. Burger. So that's like a really cool episode of DSP Tries It, like a triple taste test of different things. The last time I had Little Caesars Pizza, as you saw on yesterday's show, was in 2013, when all I did was try their hot and ready standard pizza, which I just thought was kind of meh. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. I think I gave it a 2.5 out of 5, right? So it'll be interesting to try all this new stuff, okay? But we got to hit a goal to do it, and we were in position to do it all day yesterday, and we didn't. And I think the reason is because of the game selection, all right? But the thing is, you never know what's going to happen with...
I told you, it's the game's fault. It's the game's fucking fault. Oh, when the goals are hit, it's because people love him. All these goals are being hit, and it's got nothing to do with the fucking things that Phil's playing on streams. No. It's because they really love him. They'll give him $600 to say fucking watch him clean out a fucking closet. They'll fucking give him $2,000 because it's his fucking birthday and he's fucking building Lego. They absolutely adore him. You know, but when the money's not coming, it's like, oh, well, I guess it's because of the game. The eternal fucking victim has to find some culprit for why the money was not forthcoming. Bruce Phil says, fun fact, lunch was a snack pizza today, which is just a full 950 calorie think crust pizza. Thin crust pizza, but I didn't have breakfast. That's fair play to you. My dinner today was making some so I had some wraps. So I like making these wraps myself. They involve lunch meat sandwiches though, which sounds for Phil Burnell it'd be a peasant sort of fucking lunch, you know, having lunch meat sandwiches or whatever. But I quite like them, so I get these tortilla wraps. You know, I put a little bit of hot sauce in it. You know, I put some honey roast ham, very thin slices. You know, sandwich kind of style. So very thin slices of honey roast ham. And some chicken as well, some chicken slices, you know, a little bit of cheese, a little bit of mozzarella, fold up, you know, and yeah, and then put in the microwave. Simple wee dinner, effective though. They go down quite nice. That was my dinner for tonight. That was pretty good stuff. But yeah, I'm being responsible. You know what I mean? Lunch meat sandwiches involved with dinner, you know. So yeah, I'm not gonna splurge out like Phil's doing on like the, you know, oh, let's get takeaways because the goals. I'm gonna reward my audience by spending a fraction of the hundreds and thousands of dollars they've given me just to get a fucking like he asks for $1,500 and his reward is to spend like $20-30 on a pizza, and then he complains when he doesn't get a hit it straight away. Like, fuck off.
Games, you just don't. And yesterday was a new game release, you know, so actually me playing South of Midnight yesterday, I didn't know how it was going to go. I didn't know if people were going to like it or dislike it. Well, now I know the answer. People absolutely disliked it. Abysmal, like literally abysmal views, abysmal engagement, everyone complaining the entire time that we played the game, which was, you know, shocked me. All right, because I'm gonna give you my honest take, and I'm going to give you a mini review for the 2.5 hours that I played it. All right, and I just feel like my opinion here is honest and unbiased. I hate to say it, I just feel like, sadly, today we have politicized everything in our lives, and that's unfortunate. And what I mean by that is, the days of being able to just judge something at face value are long gone, because now everyone sits on the internet 24/7 in their own little circles of thought and belief and just listens to everyone in this white noise of horseshit, spewing nonsense about everything. This is bad, that is bad, this is corrupt, this is evil, this is...
Okay, I need to change the bingo background image because Phil's in a fucking Santa hat and it's fucking April. So let me randomise the bingo background image very quickly. That'll do. Let's get back to the bingo. Is it weird seeing Phil in a fucking Santa hat and it's fucking April? I probably should remove that for now.
Is wrong, this is twisted, this is fucked up, this and that. Instead of just saying, hey, why don't we just actually think for ourselves? And I think that's sad. And by the way, just so you know, I'm not here to say, hey, guess what? South of Midnight is an amazing, great game. That's not the point I'm about to make. The point I'm about to make is before I even booted the game, you had people who were shitting on it, who had never seen it, never played it, and only just listened to this bullshit discourse online, and they allow it to formulate their opinions for them, and that...
How's that any fucking different from you though, Phil? How is that any fucking different from you? You avoided playing Saints Row, the brand new Saints Row game. You never gave it a fucking chance. You were planning on fucking playing it, but you listened to what the fucking people are saying. You fucking listened to what everyone else is fucking saying about the fucking game, and you bailed from fucking playing it rather than fucking just seeing for yourself what it's going to be fucking like. Don't fucking pretend you're different from everyone else, for fuck's sake. Don't you fucking dare pretend you're above that sort of shit.
Oh my god, what's up?
Thank you very much for Sonny for a super chat. It says, hey there at Ramon Sanchez. Is Ramon Sanchez in the house? Yes, as well. Hello, Ramon Sanchez. How you doing, pal? And Sonny as well, saying hello to you. Hope you're doing well, Ramon Sanchez. But Phil, don't you fucking dare pretend you fucking, like, you never listened to what the fucking game reviewers, not shit, or what the internet's fucking saying about particular fucking games. You cannot, they basically fucking dictate what you fucking play on a regular fucking basis. You rely on what the internet fucking says about certain fucking games, so you know where to fucking code it in your fucking schedule, not to see if there's any fucking interest, to see if there's any fucking hype for it. Don't you pretend. Don't you dare to fucking pretend you don't do that shit.
That's fucking sad, pathetic, and it's bad because back in the day, when I started as a YouTuber, every single game that I played, I was able to say, guys, this is a DSP playthrough. What does that mean? It means that I'm going to judge it fairly, at face value. It doesn't mean if it's a puzzle game, an action game, a platform game, a fighting game, a racing game, an RPG, a narrative-based visual novel. I could go on. It doesn't matter what game developer made it. It doesn't matter if it was an American-based developer, a European-based developer, a Japanese-based developer. None of this matters. I'm going to play this game and just be honest and transparent with my audience, with the thoughts about the game. So that way, based on what you know about me and my likes and dislikes, you can judge for yourself if you're going to like this game. And people really liked that about my playthroughs. They said Phil's playthroughs seem genuine and honest. He's not kissing butt because he's not taking a payout to do so, but he's also not a content creator that makes overly negative content just...
Not taking a payout. Phil, your whole point of you spamming 30,000 videos a fucking day to your channel was to fucking get that fucking machinima fucking cash money. Because you were in a views-based fucking contract. You had every fucking reason to fucking film every single fucking boring aspect of your miserable little fucking life. Why do you think there was poorly cooking with the fucking king? Why do you think there was unboxing videos? Why do you think there was additional fucking videos of Phil reviewing things? Why do you think there was fucking random videos of fucking just Phil going to places? Phil was so fucking busy making videos on absolutely every single possible fucking thing, not because he thought it was worthwhile fucking content, but because he could fucking make money doing it because of that fucking ridiculous contract mission I fucking gave him with that views-based contract. It wasn't about fucking making meaningful content, it was about making bank.
For the sake of being negative, he has nothing to benefit, he just is honest. And his honesty allows us to judge for ourselves whether or not we're going to play said game.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
People liked the fact that I would be the guy to go and buy every game, play it, would beat it within a few days, and give you my honest opinion, so that way I could save you a buck if it was a game that you weren't interested in after you figured out what I had to say, or maybe it was a hidden gem you didn't know about or you were on the fence about buying, but once you've seen or heard me talk about it, now you know you want to go play it for yourself, okay? Sadly, I feel like this has completely been lost, all right?
Yeah, it's no longer fucking 2010, Phil. It's a digital fucking age. It's no longer about fucking just, you know, being the first in line at fucking GameStop to get a fucking game, you know, and a fucking game guide to fucking turbocharge away for the fucking game, camcorder points you at a fucking TV to fucking upload it as fast as fucking possible. Well, the times have changed, and you just failed to fucking change with them. You didn't adapt, and you got left behind in the fucking dust like the fucking dinosaur that you are. And you're complaining and bitching and whining and moaning that it's not in the good old days.
In this online cacophony of uproar and politicized bullshit. And I want to talk about that today because I'm upset. I'm legitimately upset. Now, you may disagree with me and that's okay, but I hope that you'll at least give me my take a chance here, all right? Because at this point, I don't want to have to judge what I do and play on my streams based on an angry mob of people on the internet screaming about a game, right? I don't want to...
Phil, what angry mob? You had like 200 people watching your day stream. That's not an angry mob. That's like your average view attendance. Fuck off.
Miss out on stuff because everyone's saying it's bad. But then I play it and I'm like, but it ain't that bad, or maybe it's even good. No, it's bad. Why are you playing it? Stop playing it. You're terrible. Oh, I'm leaving. What the hell? You know, it actually upsets me. So we're going to talk about this today, all right? And I want you to understand where I'm coming from. And hopefully we can come to some kind of a consensus, because in a situation like this, it doesn't matter what I do. I'm in the wrong, supposedly. If I play a game like that and everyone says, well, we don't like it, but I continue to play it, Phil, why are you forcing your audience to watch this game that no one wants? What an idiotic move. Don't you understand that you're streaming for an audience and you're not just playing this for yourself? You need to play stuff that entertains us. What kind of a streamer are you, you moron? Stop playing this game. But then if I stop playing the game, I hear, oh, well, you're what a quitter. Well, you don't finish any games anymore. You literally just stop playing games in the middle all the time now, so why would I tune in? I'm so disappointed in you. What?
Both things can be true, Phil. You are both those things.
No, so no matter what I do, I'm the one in the wrong. If I play it, I'm wrong, and if I stop playing it, I'm also wrong. That kind of baffles me. Because what you're saying basically is no matter what, I can never win. You know what I mean?
That's not what people are saying at all. But there's multiple ways to be wrong about a certain situation. It's not black and white, Phil.
I feel like that's unfair, and I think I've had enough of it. No, I mean it too. Like, I think I've just had enough of that very toxic attitude of people on.
Oh, what the fuck? What are you gonna do? You're gonna fucking convince the entire fucking internet to fucking change their fucking mentality and how they fucking, like, you know, cover video games and how they fucking, you know, interact with video games? What in the hell are you going to fucking do about it, Phil? You're gonna sit there in your podcast and you're gonna fucking read for fucking 2 hours.
Internet who feel like they're so fucking entitled that everything that someone does is wrong no matter what. It really pisses me off, because I'm trying to do the right thing, not only for my viewership, but for my business and for my...
You're not trying to do the fucking right thing. You're trying to fucking make as much money as fucking possible by fucking doing the same old shit every single fucking day. You're trying to do the fucking right thing. Is that why your fucking content's not really fucking changed? And fucking when you break it down, the content's not changed whatsoever for the last several fucking years. Phil talks for a couple of hours, then plays fucking games badly twice a fucking day. The streaming formula that Phil's fucking adapted has not really changed whatsoever. And you can actually argue there's a lot more talking and a lot less gameplay, because Phil used to fucking talk a lot less. It used to be like fucking 10, 15, 20 minutes of Phil talking and then get into the gameplay. That was how it used to fucking be. You know? And then it got to a point where it's like, oh my god, people like the podcast. People like me being on camera, talking to them before the gameplay begins or whatever, you know what I mean? And that's really the only fucking thing that seems to have changed and evolved Phil's content within the last several years. Since 2017, 2018, since live streaming, essentially. When it comes to actual gameplay itself, it's still the same fucking tired approach from Phil. It's not really evolved in any capacity. Phil will try and, you know, argue that, oh, look, I've got a new streaming PC, and I've got a new this, I've got RGBs, and like, Phil, it doesn't matter though. The actual way you fucking cover your content, the content itself, you know what I mean? It's still the same formula. It's not changed whatsoever.
Livelihood, and it's hard to decide what to do when no matter what choice I make, it was still the wrong choice according to everyone on the internet. So let's talk about it, all right? Let's talk about it fairly and
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Honestly and openly today, shall we? I would like to get this out in the open, flesh it out, because I want to know how to proceed.
Who fucking cares?
I'm very apprehensive now about trying certain kinds of games, because maybe if there's a game that seems like it's politically fueled and everyone wants to be talking about social issues and politics instead of the game, then maybe I should just say, fuck the game. I'm not going to even bother with it. But that's sad, because I might miss out on good games, you know?
So what political issues were there for Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza? Because that didn't do very well for you either, Phil, and it has not done well for you on several fucking streams. So I'm kind of curious to see what political issues. Is it because of the Japanese game? Those evil Japanese bastards are fucking ruining Phil's life again. First they fucking took first, second, and third place at evil, and now they're fucking not giving him the support he thinks he fucking deserves. Oh Christ, apparently there's some Cannon Brother slander coming up, that's all we fucking need. They ruined Phil's life. Roll back netcode, ruined Phil's life.
Anyway, before we get to all of this, let's do some shout-outs, okay? Let's start with some shout-outs today. Let's get some contributions on the leaderboard. Let's get some momentum flowing towards hitting a goal number 10, which means we will do DSP...
How do we segue into a fucking begment? How?
Before we get to all of this, let's do some shout-outs, Okay, let's start with some shout outs today. Let's get some contributions on the leaderboard. Let's get some momentum flowing towards hitting a goal number 10, which means we will do DSP tries at Little Caesars on today's stream. So that's the truth. If we hit the goal today on this stream, we're doing DSP tries at Little Caesars on the stream, which I would absolutely love to do. I talked to my wife. She's okay with it today. She's like, yeah, it's fine. So let's hit it. Okay, here we go. So,
before Phil covers the fucking shout outs, fuck that shit. Hold on. There is a picture. Like, I've been asked if I've seen this yet. It's like this picture. I want to know, what is the origin of this picture? Like, why did this picture happen? I don't understand how this happened. And I'm curious to see what the origin of this picture is. Like, I've seen a couple of people have like some, hold on, like if you scroll down on Twitter far enough, you'll see some people having fun. There we go. That picture there, people compare it with this picture here. Although not that picture, this picture here. Hold on. I better scroll down even more in case Liana's arse is getting people too excited. That's what I've seen as well. The first time I seen it was from Game of Face Gaming. Just with the title support. And they put his face on that. There's more though. There we go. Nerd Brew Gaming did this little mashup, you know, that it's the same picture practically. Oh Christ, well, what the fuck. But yeah, I don't know the origin of this picture, but it's funny. It's fucking funny. Oh yeah, in case people weren't aware either, but by the way, the tariffs, people, I'm surprised, Phil might talk about it in the stream, I'm not entirely sure, but it was announced quite recently. But basically, I think, if I understand it right, this is a political thing, it's to do with Trump, but this is like breaking news before the stream started. I think the tariffs that Trump was planning, or that America was planning to put on the rest of the world, are on hold for 90 days apart from China. You know, because all these countries have apparently went to America to try to renegotiate and all that shit and get them to the table, apparently there's a 90-day hold on the tariffs being implemented for the rest of the world, apart from China. Which is good news, obviously, for most of the rest of the world, of course, you know. But yeah, so I'm surprised Phil might mention that in some capacity. I think, you know, I mean, he might start thinking, he might try and tie it in with Nintendo again. Does that mean that the price of Nintendo's going to change? I don't fucking know. But yeah. Mind you, we've already got our politics talk anyway, because Phil was saying that the game, you know, games are being politicised, are being woke and all that shit, you know, so we already have the politics quite ticked off on the board anyway. So that's a good thing. Anyway, let's get back to the bingo and get back to this fucking bizarre coping session from Phil.
First of all, it's your boy, Jesus, a $2.99 super chat, but it's actually Australian, so technically it's around a $2 super chat. Sweet Baby Ink is why South of Midnight is hated. Well, we'll talk about that, okay? Literally, we will talk about that, okay?
Who fucking cares?
Thank you for this first super chat of the day. Let's take a look at tips. First tip of the day is a $5 tip from Flatman B. He says, hey everyone, I hope that, hold on, I gotta clean the screen on my laptop. It's actually quite dirty. I should probably go grab a paper towel and some glass cleaner. But he says, hey, everyone, all is well. Jesus bless you all. Have a great day. Thank you to Flatman B. First tip of the day, and a very positive message for everyone. Thank you, Flatman.
Fuck you, Flatman B. With your flat ass dented head.
Appreciate that. Alrighty, and then we've got a $2 tip. Someone tipped $2 saying, it's not fair to judge South of Midnight as woke because later in the game it subverts that message. I mean, I wouldn't know. There's no way to know because I didn't get that far. I played 2.5 hours.
So why are you not, so you're giving your full take on a game that you've only played 2 hours of? That doesn't seem very fair of you, Phil, does it? It seems quite unfair for you to give this ridiculous fucking whole... You've dedicated a whole portion of your fucking crappy fake podcast for this section to talk about a game that you've only scratched the surface of.
And the insane amount of people literally complaining in my chat that I'm playing this game, like yelling at me, why are you playing this? This is boring. This game is awful. This game is woke. This game is Sweet Baby Ink. This game is racist. This game is blah, 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 blah. I'm playing the game and I'm like, literally none of this is happening in the game. Like, none of it is actually taking place in the game. But everyone's just sitting there whining, and then we lost a bunch of viewers. Like, we started off that stream with a decent amount of viewership. And by the end, I didn't even have 200 total viewers.
And could that have nothing to do with you being a boring bastard? You know, are you not partially responsible, you think, for that fucking massive drop in viewers, because every single stream that you do, Phil, every single gameplay stream you do, here's a little spoiler alert for you, Phil. You might not like this, you might not realise it, you might not want to accept it, but every single gameplay stream you do usually ends with lower numbers than it starts with. And the only time that actually ever changes is if you're having a very, very big, massive public meltdown of some capacity. And the numbers will start flooding to fucking Phil's stream again, just to fucking witness him fucking having a great fucking massive meltdown because of like low support or whatever, or him fucking losing his damn mind because of Street Fighter or something.
Everyone had tapped out and left because everyone was just whining about this game, saying that it was too woke and it was Sweet Baby Inc. and all that shit. And I really want to address this fairly today, because at this point, I feel like, again, moving forward, I need to figure out how we're going to tackle these kind of issues and judge what kind of games to play. Like, to be honest with you, if I have to deal with this shit every time we play a game like this, then I just don't fucking want to bother with it. Like, I don't. I really don't. It's too much of a pain in the ass. I want to play games and judge them at face value and not have everyone screaming at me because I chose to play a certain game and you think that there's political shit tied to it or social shit or racial shit tied to it. I just want to play video games. Do you get it? Like, I shouldn't have to be torn into your discourse that you have created, or you got so inundated in this discourse that's online about said game because you just can't think for yourself. Because that's what it is. These people are getting into online hate mobs about fucking video games.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much, Ronaldo Ronan, for a super chat who says, no balls. Ah, fuck. Nalto Ronan, please bear with me. I'll get back to you soon, I promise.
Squeaky Wheels Jade tipped £1. Squeak, 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 squeak. We shall get our torches out, Daddy Philip, and protest this game as our woke. If only my legs were woke, I could get out of this chair and be free.
Jesus. Nalto Ronan, I'll cover it after this, but this might take a while.
First tip of the day tipped £1 from Flatman B.
Shit. Oh well, otters. Let's enjoy the otters while this goes on. Yes, we get it. I think there's only a couple more to go. This might be the last one. I was wrong. Last one now. Oh, this one's a typo on it.
Ely derail.
There you go. That last one had a typo on it. Ely derail. There we go. So there we go. Thank you very much for those two tips there from Squeaky Wheels Jade, of course, and then first tip of the day from Flatman B. Anyway, but Nato Ronan says, but before all that, Nato Ronan says, who are these people that are saying the game is boring? Is it those schizo voices that reside inside that dead edifice? It could very well be. His chat didn't really seem to say those kind of things. His chat was just basically saying that, you know, most of his chat was just asking where the pizza was. You know? that was essential it, you know. Most of his chat was just going, hey, where's the pizza at? Is it pizza time yet? And no, it was not pizza time yet because Phil didn't get the money he thinks he deserves for pizza, so there you fucking go. Right, no fucking pizza for fucking Phil. Ah, Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, there's a comment as well here. There's something else that's said as well. I think I saw, hold on to things. I was going to say something, I think, but I completely forgot what it was. I genuinely can't figure it out. Hold on. I might need to rewind this. I don't know. Well, first of all, I'm going to fucking just get a screenshot of this. Before doing anything else, I'll get a screenshot of this. Because it's a funny little face. But I'm trying to think, I felt like I was going to rant about something, and I just got all the E's dropped at my fucking head. You know? All those E's, it just fucking made me forget whatever the fuck I was going to fucking say. But whatever, there we go. We got a little screenshot anyway. Well, let's just throw it at the member Discord. And members can enjoy it to the heart's fucking content. Taco's actually shared something in the member Discord, and he shared this image here from Phil's own channel. DSP would never listen to other people talk about woke, and would never put woke in his thumbnails. Yep. Phil's hypocrisy is on show, ladies and gentlemen. For all to fucking see. Anyway, let's get back to the bingo, shall we? I might remember what I was going to fucking rant about. But anyway, thank you very much for those the super chat and the tips as well. And of course, those tips have been added to that bingo prize fund. Even Jade's fucking tips with squeaky ass wheels.
You realize it's a fucking video game, right? You get that, right? You don't have to just sit there and be completely angry about shit all fucking day because someone online is screaming that there's politics in a video game when I'm playing the game and we're not even seeing that. Okay.
I mean, sometimes it's there, but it's not very obvious. Like, people are trying to imply, you know, remember the Hogwarts game, Hogwarts Legacy game? People were trying to insinuate that the goblins hoarding all of, like, the, you know, the goblins were the villain in the Hogwarts game, you know? Always some of the goblins were, you know what I mean? And people tied that sort of, that kind of, I felt, people were trying to imply that was some sort of kind of, you know, politics kind of thing. You know, I don't want to get too much into it, but they're trying to insinuate that, you know, they're trying to, you know, insinuations just to what it related to in the real world. And it's, I don't know. people try and politicize anything, I guess.
I received a $3 tip. My nose itches. Now that GameCube will be coming to the Nintendo Online service on Switch 2, would you be willing to do some GameCube playthroughs? Yes. I already told you guys, many years ago, I was willing to do GameCube playthroughs because I have a Model 1 Switch that plays GameCube games. That's how I did my Super Mario Sunshine playthrough many years ago. I'm shocked you didn't know that. But then again, since I played Super Mario Sunshine, I don't think anyone's ever requested I play a GameCube game ever again. That was like the one GameCube game everyone wanted me to play, and once I finished it, that was it. Like, no one cared.
Wasn't Crazy Taxi a GameCube game? Or am I misremembering that? Like, when I think of the GameCube, I don't know, for some reason, when I think of the GameCube, I think Crazy fucking Taxi.
Okay. Really fast, I am going to go grab a paper towel and some cleaner. I want to wipe down my laptop screen.
No, for God's sake.
Because it looks a little yucky. It looks like it's built up probably from me eating food in here with DSP tries over the last couple of months.
Or
so
masturbating furiously.
And then we'll continue. It'll be like 2 seconds. Let me just go grab this.
Burger.
There we go, I stood up. Not bad, fucking, you know, from all those little fucking frantic masturbation sessions where he keeps pulling Hogan's. Christ alive, man. Bingo board's going quite well today so far. We have a free space for Snorts, and we've got a free space because Phil said birthday. Which is, that's a one-off free space, but why is there food in your laptop? Because Phil's a clatty bastard. He's a messy fuck. He keeps missing his big-ass fucking mouth because it's fucking lopsided.
Really fast, so let me do this. Because if I don't do it now, because people are like, why do you do that in the middle of the podcast? Because if I don't, I'll never do it. I'm just looking at it now, I'm noticing it. I'll never remember to do this later.
And yet, you want everyone to fucking believe you're in your office a whole hour before the stream begins, preparing the stream. Because that is what you told that's what you told Side Scrollers, Phil, that you're in your office an hour before you go live, preparing the stream for that day. I need to stop pausing so much. I'm fucking 45 minutes behind Phil. I need to stop pausing so much. Just let the bad man cook.
Alright, that should be good.
Who fucking cares?
Alrighty. It's your boy Jesus did another super chat and says, any chance for a Commandos 1 remastered playthrough? What is Commandos 1? I'm actually not even sure what that is. If you can explain to me what it is, and if it's something I missed out on and I should play, maybe I would consider it. Right now, we're so inundated with games, we can't do anything new. We've got Atomfall and Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii I need to finish. We've got ongoing games like Call of Duty that people want to see from time to time, right? We've got Disco Elysium that I'm enjoying, and people are saying it's like 40 hours long. In addition to that, we've got this game Blueprints coming out tomorrow that people want me to try, that I'm going to try out. I just don't have the freedom to be jumping into 17, 18 new games every day. And people want me to keep playing new games. Like, well, if you understand every new game I play, I can't finish another one. Or I can't play another one a second, third, fourth, fifth time, right? So there you go.
Who fucking
Let's see.
cares?
It's Simply Eddie did a $5 super chat. I have a proposition. If you play God of War 2, Chains of Olympus, Ghost of Sparta, I'll donate $200, $400, $600. I never played them, right? I don't think I ever played those, correct? I don't think so. Well, wait a minute. Let me think about this. I did play God of War 2, but never for YouTube. I did play some of it offline at one point. Before I was a YouTuber, I think I played it.
So, does that mean you're going to ask for $200? Because technically you already played it.
I remember. Or did I? Maybe that's the one I never played. Maybe that is the one I never played. I think it is the one I never played. I think I played the intro and that was it. On one of like we tested it on like the cloud streaming service or whatever at one point. What was it, PS Now? But we never went in and played it after that. So yeah. And I never played. I think Chains of Olympus and Ghost of Sparta are the handheld ones, correct? So no, I never played any of those. Would I ever play them? Maybe, if there was a reason to. I wonder if there's like versions on PC that actually like run well, like are really nice graphics and stuff. But as for, you know, the playthroughs, at this point, no, I don't think I would consider it, but maybe if people wanted it as a downtime thing at some point, I would. I would say this, I think the next marathon we do, so when we hit 50 goals, right now we're about to hit 10, right? When we hit 50 goals in the next, month or so, I think the next marathon we should do should either be viewer's choice again, because it's time now for us to do another event where you guys pick the games, I try them, and if the games work out, then we do a playthrough of them. Or we should bring back like a retro marathon. But I'm feeling maybe viewer's choice this time, because maybe one of these games, like maybe a God of War game, would be one of the games that you guys
Who
choose to
fucking
play,
cares?
right? Okay. Only Jax did a $2 super chat for your little wrestling game, Pookie. Okay, I'll take your $2 and do 7,000 pulls in WWE Champions. Thank you so much for that. Then we have The Block, who did a $5 super chat, and actually, that would be the biggest super chat of today so far from The Block. So let's get The Block up on the leaderboard. And The Block says, I'd love to see a Luigi's Mansion playthrough on GameCube. It's short and sweet. Yeah, the only Luigi's Mansions I ever played was whatever one was on the 3DS. I played it for a little bit, but I never got too far in it. I actually, early on in my YouTube days, right, when I first started being a popular YouTuber, and I started going to conventions.
Who fucking cares?
I bought a 3DS, and I had Zelda Link Between Worlds, and I had the handheld Luigi's Mansion game, okay? And I played each of them just a little bit. Like, I went on a trip and on a plane, I played them for a little bit, and that was it. I never went back. I never did playthroughs of them or anything like that. Now, years later, Luigi's Mansion, was it 3 came out, I think, for Switch, and we did a full playthrough of that, and I actually really liked it. So maybe I would like going back and playing, like, Luigi's Mansion 1 on GameCube or the handheld one, which I think, later on, I think they ported that to the Switch too, right? So maybe we would consider playing some of those in the future. Maybe that would be a good playthrough for October, right? Play it in Halloween month, makes sense, kind of themed, right? Well, thank you to The Block for that. Then I got a $2 super chat from Arcade Demon. Will you play 2XKO with It's a Gundam? Well, first off, I'm not playing 2XKO, because 2XKO is League of Legends, which I don't care for or like. It's made by the Cannon Brothers, who I feel are one of the major reasons why fighting games were kind of like messed up for a long time tournament-wise. Also, don't even get me started on GGPO netcode. So no, I have absolutely no desire to play that fighting game whatsoever. And now basically people are also crapping on the game, basically saying that it's only gonna have like 8 characters at launch. It looks like it's an unfinished game. I'm not playing. The FGC can have their field day with that game. I have no interest in it. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for the early support. Let's keep that rolling. Right now, we have a bunch of super chats and a couple of tips. How about we get our first membership on YouTube and we get our first sub on Kick? Let's get the support spread around and let's get that momentum moving so we can hit the goal on the stream and we can do DSP Tries It at the end of this stream after the Atom Fall gameplay. Okay? All right. Before we get to the major topics of today, I have a minor topic that I would like to cover. Let's just cover this very briefly.
Burger.
Yeah. Coming up, the first week of June, to no one's surprise, is the annual Summer Games Fest, or Summer Game Fest digital presentation. It will be on June 6th at 2 p.m. Pacific time. Likely, I will cover it live. It is on a Friday, so I should be here, all right? I will likely cover this live. It will probably be a bunch of announcements of new games and stuff like that, so probably you can see me. I'll probably do a live react to it, okay? Because it is during my normal work day and all of that, so I likely would react to that, okay? All right, but also, just a couple days after that, we've got the Xbox Game Showcase on Sunday, June 8th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, followed by the Outer Worlds 2 Direct, which is all about, guess what, the Outer Worlds 2. Will I cover this live? That's a tough question. That will be my day back from a break, because, Saturdays are my day off. I'm considering it, but it means that I'd have to stream really early, and you guys would have to be here early, because, usually my stream doesn't start till a little after 11. This would mean my stream would start like 9:30, and then you guys would have to be there at 10, so I could do the live react to Xbox Game Showcase, all right? So put these on the calendar.
Phil wakes up an hour earlier than usual. No, heaven forbid, no. Phil needs his fucking beauty sleep.
In fact, I'm going to put these on the calendar right now.
Yesterday was a really slow day for me on stream.
Who fucking cares?
Hello there.
So the day after the Switch 2 launch, Summer Game Fest, 2 p.m. PDT, and then June 8th is Xbox Showcase, 10 a.m. PDT. Okay?
This dude is a piece of fucking garbage.
What a shitey schedule.
I wonder if I'll actually be able to get the Switch too. I don't know. At this point, I don't know how it's looking, honestly. I guess we'll see. But anyway, there you go. So I just wanted to cover that early before we got into other topics. FYI, coming up in June, some important stuff in the world of gaming. All right? All right. So before we get to the South of Midnight discussion, everyone gets all angry and pissy with each other, I would like to do a nice, fun...
what do you mean before we get to it? You've already had it, Phil. You've had your discussion about it. You've already had your little rant about it and say you're tired of people saying it's woke. Or did you not rant enough? Oh god, it's going to get worse, isn't it?
live unboxing, okay? So here's the deal. In the last 6 to 8 months, right, I have completely changed my setup. I now use a dedicated mid-range to low-end, high-range gaming PC.
Phil, we've gone over this. I've gone over this time and time again, Phil. It doesn't fucking matter how many fucking Chinese computers you've got. It doesn't matter how many fucking RGBs you've fucking got. It doesn't fucking matter how many fucking flashing fucking lights you got fucking behind you. It doesn't fucking matter the quality of webcam you got, how many webcams you got, or the fucking capture cards you're fucking using. The actual content itself is still the same shitey fucking content. And it's still you playing games, barely fucking care about the fucking game you're playing, barely putting effort into the fucking game you're fucking playing, falling asleep during your own fucking gameplay, offering very little fucking actual good commentary towards the fucking game you're fucking playing. And you're expecting your audience to give you fucking thousands of fucking dollars every fucking week for doing that. So like, it doesn't fucking matter, Phil, how expensive the toys are around you when the fucking actual, when you break it all down. Has the actual gameplay, has the content itself improved in any fucking way? No. Absolutely fucking not. Roadside Phil says, oh, the poor wee baby. Waking up an hour earlier. Meanwhile, to advance my career, I wake up at 11 PM normally to lift before my 2 AM workday. Jesus, that's a bit hard going. Jesus, man. It's just, like, I used to work night shifts myself in a warehouse, so I understand how hard it is to sometimes, like, basically, like, you're giving up your day, essentially. Like, you know, I used to work from like 8 PM to 6 AM, like Mondays to Thursdays, essentially, you know what I mean? So like 10-hour shifts, you know what I mean? But if you get a long weekend, I mean, to relax, you know. But it's hard going. You do fucking miss the fucking the daylight sometimes, you know, especially if you're fucking working during the winter. You don't get to fucking see the sun for a while, Jesus. But it's not easy at all. Not fucking easy at all until adjust your sleep schedule.
See? I use a dedicated capture streaming PC. I now play certain games on mouse and keyboard. And one of the notable ones that I do is Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and probably moving forward, all competitive FPS style games, like probably Doom and stuff like that, I'll be playing.
Who fucking cares?
All right. In addition to that, I've started using headphones again for various different things. Now, I don't use headphones full time. I don't feel like you should need to use headphones full time. If there's a game that needs surround sound and you feel like you're going to benefit more from it, then headphones are warranted, correct? And for me, when I'm doing certain kinds of shows, for example, when I'm doing my Smart Guys wrestling commentary show, and I have a guest on via Discord, it makes sense to use headphones. So that way there's no echo in the room or anything like that. It just makes it easier, okay? Now, for the time being, the last 6 to 8 months, I've been using a pair of wireless headphones from Corsair. These headphones I purchased for my wife in 2018, okay? So they were pretty old headphones that, at the time, my wife was using for PC gaming. When she moved in with me in 2018, she brought her gaming PC, and she was playing Overwatch 1 back then. She liked Overwatch 1. So we bought her these surround sound wireless gaming headphones. And she used them for about the equivalent of 2 months' time. After that, she basically got completely turned off by Overwatch 1 and stopped playing it entirely. Didn't really care about that anymore. And basically turned into a console gamer. And ever since she's been playing on console, okay? So because of that...
Was that a suppressed burp?
Basically turned into a console one and stopped playing it entirely. Didn't really care about that anymore. And basically turned into a console...
Nah, I don't think it was. There's a weird little pause there, but I don't think it was.
Gamer, and ever since she's been playing on console, okay? So because of that, these headphones went mostly unused. After those 2 months initially that she used them, they literally just sat around in the box unused, okay? Fast forward to the past couple of years, you may have noticed that every once in a while, if I'm on a show or a podcast, I've had these headphones on, but for the most part, I don't use headphones, all right? So, all of a sudden, back in the fall, right?
Why doesn't Phil Burnell use headphones? You might be asking yourself. It's because he's a clatty bastard. It doesn't fucking wash himself. He keeps getting ear infections because he doesn't fucking bother fucking washing daily because he's a fucking grubby, clatty piece of shit.
I started doing appearances on shows, podcasting, and the like, and I needed headphones to do it, and I started using those Corsair headphones. Not regularly, but maybe every once in a while, a couple times a month, stuff like that. Last couple of months since I adopted full-on PC gaming and keyboard and mouse for Call of Duty, I actually have been using the headphones more often, maybe like for a couple streams a week. I put on the headphones to get the, I think it's called the Windows Spatial Audio, is what it's called. So it's surround sound. It's not the best, but it is surround sound. You can hear steps around you and things like that. I've had better, but I've certainly had worse as well, so it's kind of in the middle of the road for me. So, you've seen me with these headphones on, okay? However, I decided to get a new set for 2 major reasons. Okay? Reason 1,
because you need to spend money because you can't fucking help yourself, because you always have to spend money because money's there, and if it's not there to be spent, then what are you doing with it?
Number 1 is because I've basically upgraded everything else in my setup. If you think about it, I've upgraded...
You didn't need it then. This was not a necessity. This wasn't a necessity, Phil, for you. This was not a necessity. Why the fuck did you do it, Phil, for fuck's sake? Broside Phil says, maybe perhaps he does watch me. His hair looks more styled today. Maybe his mum is visiting, or maybe a fucking cat brushed it for him.
The cameras, the capture quality, the audio quality, everything around me, the keyboards, the mice, everything here has been fully upgraded.
Apart from the fucking person doing the content, that's still the same fucking manky bastard.
But the one thing I didn't actually upgrade was the headphones, because I wasn't consistently using them. And I said, you know, if everything else is new, I might as well start fresh with the headphones as well.
Phil, wait, if we're going to upgrade everything, can we not just upgrade the person posting the content as well? That's the one thing that's not fucking changed.
But you might have noticed I didn't right away. Like back in December, I was upgrading everything, but I didn't upgrade the headphones. And you might say, I wonder why Phil didn't. Well, because at that point I wasn't using them that much. You know, every once in a while I was like, why upgrade something that you're barely using? But now I started to use them a lot more, particularly for Call of Duty. Likely I'll also use them for Doom and a few other games as well. So that's why I said, hey, if I'm using them more often, maybe I should upgrade them. But the other major reason that I wanted to upgrade them is because they're wearing out, which is hilarious because I don't use them that often. But on the side of these Corsair headphones is this fake leather. And let me just tell you, I hate the whole fake leather thing that they use.
I'm sure it fucking hates your skin being next to it as well, Phil. Long story short, Phil's fucking skin is so fucking toxic. The headphones he barely fucking uses and start to fucking wear away. The toxicity pouring, seeping from his fucking pores is fucking eroding the fucking headphones that he barely fucking uses.
In all these kind of accessories, but it's prominent. Almost every gaming accessory, any headphone or something with a cushion has the plastic leather, right? That stuff is not made to last at all. And if you just consistently use anything that has it, it wears out really fast. So I want you to think about this. This is a pair of headphones I had since 2018. My wife only used them for about 2 months and completely stopped using them. They were in storage in a box, not being used for the longest time. All right? I take them out, I start using them back in the fall, and I only use them maybe a couple times a month for podcasting and the like, okay? All of a sudden, I start actually using these things regularly. And within 2 months of me using them, because I started using them around mid-January, right? Middle of March, all of the plastic leather has cracked and is coming off. And it's getting everywhere. Like every time I use it, it's on my clothes, it's on the floor, it's all over my setup. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. These things are not made to last. They do this on purpose. They're using inferior materials and they're manufacturing them at a low quality rate so that after you use them for a few months of regular use, they fall apart and then they expect you to just buy a new one. Because
or you could actually fucking invest in money in a really good fucking pair. Like Prophet sent me his fucking headphones. Like Prophet sent me like a he screenshotted, I want to say me, he sent me a, yeah. So Phil uses something called the DT990 Pro. So I'm going to click this. Well, I'm top 2 seconds. 2 seconds, yeah. Well, yeah. Let me see if I can get this going for you guys. That's why I make sure this link works okay. Balls, that doesn't work. Okay, hold on 2 seconds. If I click on this, yeah, give me 2 seconds, guys. If I click on that, visit site. There we go. And if I can accept go. Okay, so this is what Prophet uses. You sent me earlier on. This is way better than what Phil uses apparently. The DT990 Pro. I don't have a fucking clue. There's like technical data. There's a person wearing them. There's like fucking numbers and everything. Circumaural headphones for professional mixing, mastering and editing, transparent, spacious bass and powerful sound. As I don't fucking know. These are nominal impedance headphones. So this is what Prophet fucking uses, and the one that Phil has is like not as good as this apparently. But yeah, that's I don't know. Jesus, man. And Seth is saying I use SteelSeries Arctics 5 Pro because they have hot swappable batteries. There we go. The headphones seem to be between $200 and $250, and whenever the pads were out, you can probably swap them. I don't know. All I know is I don't know shit about headphones. That's all I fucking know.
The ear cups on those Corsair headphones are not replaceable. They don't pop on and off or anything. I've had headphones in the past, gaming headphones, that had replaceable ear cups, in which case, sure, if it wears out in 6 to 8 months, I'll just buy a new set. But those are not. So, it's bullshit. The synthetic leather plastic nonsense, you would think that they would be doing better. It's 2025. No, everything's still crap. Okay? So, anyway, since they were already falling apart, all right, and they were outdated and old, I said, let's just get some new headphones. So I did. And basically what I did is I was looking for wireless gaming headphones. I don't want a wire running across the floor here. You know, these headphones don't use digital out anymore like they used to. They all used to use the optical audio out. None of them use that anymore. They're either using a headphone jack or they just use a wireless adapter. Okay, if you use a headphone jack, you don't get surround sound. You'll only get surround sound if you're using like a third-party in-between unit. And I did see one, like actually, if you can believe it, remember Astro, the company I used to get the Astro A40s? They got bought out by Logitech. So Astro is now officially owned by Logitech, which is hilarious. And so you can buy Astro A50s or 40s, which are wireless, and they have their own surround sound hub thing you get with it. And it's, oh, this will sync with any console. And basically I was like, well, you know, I could do this, but I don't really want to go that crazy. By the way, I'm literally never going to be using these with console, because the only console I have right now is PS5 Pro. And if I do that, I'm probably not going to be playing competitive shooters on it or anything. I don't really need it for that. So I don't really need the crazy receiver and shit like I used to have back in the day. Okay. I said, I'll just go for whatever is like easy to use with a wireless dongle. That's what I was using with the Corsair anyway. It was just a wireless adapter and you just use the Windows Spatial Audio. So whatever will work with that. So I went and I found it, and this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Logitech Pro X2 light speed gaming headset. And as you can see, I opted to get the black color. And you might say, well, I wonder why did he get the black, not another color? Did they have others? Well, they only have one other color, which is pure white. And to be honest, the pure white looks amazing. But when I say pure white, I mean the entire headset, every piece of it is white, including the ear cups. And when I took one look at that,
I understand the rest of this message, bro. I understand it though. Basically, if you're paying in advance for quality, it's going to last you a long time. You know what I mean? You know. Like this, yeah, I understand the reference you're trying to make there, bro, side Phil. Damn YouTube and the limitations to how much you can fucking dive in. I understand where you're getting at though. Phil is the rich man fallacy. He buys cheap shit. I've been told it's great. Exactly. I'm often guilty of doing the same. Like I find it hard. I mean, I kind of find it hard to like splurge on myself. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I feel. I'm not sure what happened there. Are we alright, guys? Oh, I'm so confused. What happened there? I'm very fucking confused. My OBS fucking just died on me immediately. I don't know why it did it, but my OBS just completely just decided to fuck off. Like, I'm very confused. Very, very confused what happened there. My OBS decided, you know what, I'm going to fuck off now. I'm getting bored of this fucking idiot talking, so it just decided to close on me out of the blue, randomly, for no reason whatsoever. Oh, that was awkward. So I need to try and fix a couple of things here. Hold on 2 seconds. I'll apply that. So I'll go there. So there we go. People can hear me in chat again. It's all good. Morside Phil, he took down the Vega, he took down Jad. That being said, it's nice. I don't know. I don't think that's ever happened to me before. I don't remember. So nothing else closed and nothing else. The Chrome was still open, all that shit, you know what I mean? Bingo card still open. It's still the same bingo cards you can see. The only thing that just closed on me randomly was just OBS. Just for shits and giggles, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that was odd. That was very odd indeed. Fuck me. But there we go. Like I don't know. That was very weird. I don't know even. It's just I was in the middle of fucking saying something, but I completely forgot what it was. It's got out of my fucking head. Probably wasn't important. Long story short, Phil's a bitch. Splurging, that's what it was. Fucking splurging, yeah. I find it very awkward to spend like money on myself. You know? Oh shit, hold on. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, so Chrome, because OBS reset it essentially, Chrome went back to its default muted mode. I need to make sure everything else is okay as well. Windows Media Player, you should be able to hear that now. There we go. Yeah. So let me fix it now. If things went and basically defaulted back to how it was before things go live, essentially. But we should be good now, I think. I think everything that should be unticked and ticked, whatever, is meant to be ticked and unticked. So yeah. But yeah, I think we're alright now. I mean, Chrome should be fine.
Of it is white.
Yeah. Chrome would definitely fine, yeah. So yeah. But yeah, as I was trying to fucking say, before OBS decided to fucking just, you know, tell me to shut the fuck up, I find it very awkward to like. I find it awkward just to spend like lots of money essentially, especially on myself, you know. Like it's just weird. It's like I get nerves. Like when I was younger, I owned a very expensive leather jacket, you know, and it's like I really liked the jacket, and I really liked wearing it. You know, I got the most out of it essentially, you know, but I was always like nervous about wearing it as well because of like, you know, it's an expensive jacket, you know. So I was always like kind of worried and concerned that I'm going to fucking ruin this expensive thing essentially. You know what I mean? So I've also kind of strange like mentality about, you know, just spudging myself. It's you know, when I might just fuck up, you know. It's like I've always got a kind of mindset where it's like if I fucking buy something for myself, I better fucking make sure it's not too expensive in case I fuck up, you know. So yeah, when it comes to buying things like fucking computers as well, not shit as well, I'm always fucking nervous. Prophet will testify to that, you know what I mean? I'm fucking paranoid about fucking messing things up, breaking things up, whatever, and just fucking wasting a lot of money and fucking doing, you know, breaking something. Anyway, let's get back to the bingo before it'll be decides to fucking destroy itself again.
When I say pure white, I mean the entire headset, every piece of it is white, including the ear cups. And when I took one look at that, I was like, white ear cups that are going to be touching my ears and my hair every day. Dude, I'm going to be wearing those for like 2 months, and it's going to be completely gross. You know, all your natural oils from your skin and hair are going to absorb into those white ear cups, and those things are just going to look disgusting. So I opted, let's go with black, okay? Now, a few features of this that I already like better than the Corsairs. The microphone is optional. You don't need to have the microphone attached, which I don't need. I never need a microphone. My microphone is right here. So I'm not going to have this stupid mic bouncing off or sticking up. With the Corsairs, I always had to have it like sticking up at an angle. It looked really stupid. So that's a great thing. It also looks like the actual ear cups are way more comfortable than the Corsairs. The Corsairs just never really fit right on my head. These look like they're a lot more comfy, which is good. But, so we're going to try them out, all right? I don't know exactly all the features yet, but we're going to try them today with Call of Duty. Supposedly, they're just plug and play. Like, you don't necessarily use their proprietary software. I think there is software you can get for these, but they're plug and play. You plug it in via USB, install the general driver, use it with spatial audio. And there you go. All right. So, all right, here we go. Let's take a look at the Logitech Pro X2 Lightspeed headset. Let's unbox it live, shall we?
Why? We don't care.
So here we are.
Who fucking
Let's go ahead
cares?
and open it up.
Who fucking cares? Who fucking
I have not
cares?
opened this yet, so I don't even know what it looks like.
Who fucking
So already it's
cares?
telling me instructions on what the buttons are and everything on the thing.
fucking cares?
Taking a look at it, it says, so there's a power on, there's a Bluetooth enabled, but I don't want to use Bluetooth. Yeah, I'm not going to use Bluetooth. I'm going to use the dedicated wireless adapter that's in this. That's what I want to use. I don't want to use Bluetooth. Okay? So let's take a look. Let's see what we've got. Let's take them out of the box, and we'll take a look at what else is in the box after the fact. But obviously, you know, the main event is the headphones themselves. So it's got a nice, soft, cushioned pleather band. Not real leather, of course, but pleather. Okay. And yes, pleather ear cups. However, I believe they are replaceable ear cups, but maybe I'm wrong. I thought they had said that they come off, but I'm not sure. Maybe they don't. Maybe they actually don't. I don't know. I thought that they did, but maybe not. Let's take a look here. Let's undo this one.
Who fucking cares?
Well, from what I'm seeing, first of all, do they extend in length at all? Yes, they do. Okay, so each side can extend in length to adjust to the size of your head, so that's good. All right. They are replaceable? The block says they are replaceable. Really? He says there's actually a second set in the box with these. Oh, really? That's cool. Are they cloth instead of pleather? Because I think I'd rather have cloth instead of these, because I know from history, these are probably going to fall apart, you know? So...
I'm starting to think that somebody may just gave him this as a gift, and he's pretending to fucking bought it.
First of all, I got this plastic on the side. I'm just going to take that off. Shiny metal sides. Look at that. Super shiny. No RGBs on these guys. My Corsair did have RGBs that would sync with my single RGB program. These headphones do not have RGBs, which is very disappointing, right? Incredibly disappointing. I don't care. I can't see the RGBs on the headphones because they're on my head. So why did I ever care that there were RGBs? I never did, you know?
But the audience can't see the RGBs in your room usually. And the ones behind you are the only ones that can see. The rest of the fucking RGB stuff in your room, the audience can't see. So why should they care?
I think it's kind of silly. Okay.
If Phil can't see it, then who cares what his audience can?
Here we go. Get that plastic off. All right. So.
Correct.
What I'm seeing down here is a ridiculous amount of buttons on this ear cup. See? And I think one is just the power button. Okay, and there, I was going to say, I hope that there is an on-headphone volume adjuster. There is. Because that's important, to be able to do it just from the headphones and not have to use software. So there you go. That's your online. There's your power switch. Here's your online volume or on headphone.
So somebody in Phil's chat has just gifted him 50 subs. April 15th. Oh, it's gone. It just got leaned. What was that? I actually catch a fucking thing. April something. April 15th. What was the date? April 15th, 2025. What the? I'm very confused. Why was that an insta ban by Phil? And what is the point of that? Oh, is it tax day? So hold on. Referring to tax day is a bannable offence in Phil's stream, apparently. Well, I mean, if you're getting subs, so it was a bannable offence. Oh my god. Oh, glorious stuff indeed. Tax day.
Volume adapter. I believe that's there's a microphone. Okay, but I'm not going to use the mic. There's the port for the mic. I'm just never going to plug it in. I'm assuming this is the mute and unmute mic. USB-C connector right there to charge them. And I believe that's a Bluetooth button. Okay. And so I'm assuming one of these is probably for the headphone jack. And one is for the microphone. Okay. So, just for the record, let me try them on. Let me see how they feel. See how comfy they are. I probably have to adjust the length of them. Okay.
Watch them fucking fall apart straight away because they come in contact with his greasy ass head.
Oh yeah, they're not even close to being long enough. So, let's do a couple notches here on each side.
Oh, this is so boring, Phil.
More.
Why are you so boring?
Pretty comfy, I would say. And I would say, actually, the noise cancellation is pretty good in these ear cups. It does feel like the noise cancellation is pretty strong.
Fuck you, Phil.
I don't hear, like right now the landscapers are outside, and I put them on, and I can't really hear them that much. I hear them just a little bit. And also, I would say the band here is much better. The band on the Corsair kind of was at the front of my head, and this band is kind of middle of my head, so it feels like they feel more secure than the Corsairs did, and they feel lighter than the Corsairs did. Yeah. And because they're all black colors, that means I'm not going to get them all dyed looking disgusting or anything with the natural oils from my skin. Okay. Well, there we go. And I'm going to have to even it out because I probably stretched out one side longer than this side was longer than this one. So I'll probably have to like adjust it to make it even or whatever. But in general, pretty comfy. I would say that's pretty comfy on my ears. Okay. Now, I think the headphone, I think it is removable. And the reason I say that is because I see this like notch here. And I think, I don't want to break them, but I feel like you can take the cups off of these.
If only the fucking box came with instructions on how to fucking use the fucking thing. Oh, wait.
But I'm not sure how. Like, usually when the cups are removable, there's a spot that you're supposed to, like, wedge something in and pull from, but I don't really see that on here. Let's see what else is in the box, shall we? Let's take a look at the rest of the box and see what else is in there. And we'll put these aside. Okay. So, down here there's something. Here's a box of accessories. Let's see what's in the box of accessories. Looks like all the wires, maybe the wireless adapter. Let's find out.
Who fucking cares?
Just a bunch of wires. So here's your headphone cable, standard 3mm jack cable.
Who fucking cares?
And then here's your USB-C charger cable, which I will be using to charge these right after this. So there we go. That's all I'll charge them for tonight's late stream. So that's it. That's all that's in there. Just empty box for it now. So 2 wires. Okay. There's an upper portion of the box here. See this? And I think that's it. Nothing else in here. No, this is all. I believe that's it. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Maybe there's something else in here. Let's find out.
Make the bad man stop.
Oh, it's foam. It's what I wanted. It's foam instead of the pleather. Nice. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted foam instead of pleather, and it has the foam. So, all right, this is great. I prefer foam instead of the fake leather.
Move this man!
That feels really comfy too. But here's the catch. I know from experience, if you replace the fake leather with this, it's more comfortable for the ear, but it's not as good for noise cancellation. Okay? So it's a swap, but it may be a swap that I like or don't like as much. I guess I'll have to look into it. And what it looks like is it goes around. Yeah, I can figure it out. All right. So now I know how to do it. What you got to do is you got to pull this from around the edge like this. Yep. There you go. And it comes right off. Ha-ha. Look at that. Well, that's very nice. Let's do it. Let's replace it with the cloth. Very good. It'll probably be on the tricky side to get on there, though. Like, I have to mess with it and stretch it out to actually get it on there.
Isn't it nice that it has a special close-up camera so you can see what you're doing with it? And then he
But
pulls
it
it
has
away
the
from the
option. I
camera.
like that it has the option.
Oh, this is awful.
Well, this is gonna be a pain. I'll probably do this later because it's probably gonna take me a while to do.
No, Phil, on you go, do it now. Why not? We suffer with other things during your crappy fucking fake podcast. Why not do it all now?
Seriously, like to get this on, it's probably gonna be a pain because you gotta get it around the edge the way that you want. So, yeah, actually, I can't even get it in the groove. Oh, there we go. It looks like what you need to do is just get one piece into the groove, and then once it starts to go in, it's easier to get the rest of it to start to
No shit, Sherlock. Phil struggling to find his hole. Shock horror.
go in as you push around the ear cup. There we go. Yeah, it's going in now.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. I'm DSP as always.
Interesting. I used to have ones that were like Turtle Beach ages ago, and those were magnetic. It was actually magnets that would snap them on and off of the earphone like cup, and I liked them. But even those, like, they wore out over time. So even those weren't great.
Who fucking cares?
Well, this is a pain. It's not easy to get on, to be frank. It is going on, but it is a pain. It's like fighting me. It doesn't want to go into the groove around the edge of the headphone nicely. You probably got to mess with it for a few minutes each ear cup to actually get it on there and get it to go into the hole perfectly. So, FYI, it's nice that it comes with it. Oh, there, I think I just got it to snap in. Oh, I did. Okay.
Who fucking cares?
So there, with just a little bit of manipulation, I did get it. It almost like snapped into place.
Thank God you showed off in the fucking camera. Oh, wait.
With the rubberized edge. So there it is. There you go. But like I said, I guarantee you, let me get the other one on. It's not going to noise cancel as well. It's just not.
He's actually doing it now. So maybe I should do this afterwards. You know, maybe I should fucking do this after the stream, whatever, because it's going to be so fiddly. I can do it now. I'll fucking hold my stream chat hostage after all.
It's your boy Jesus. Says, unfortunately, these kind of these only earphones / ear cups last like a year. And yeah, I know. The thing is, luckily for me, I won't be using them constantly. You know, I'll be using these just for Call of Duty, maybe for Doom, and for podcasting, you know, having guests on my show, talking on Discord. Like, that's what I'm going to use these for. I'm trying to figure out left and right. Does it actually not say on the headphone itself left and right? It only said it on the ear cup. So how do
hold on. No. Fell.
I know I'm doing this right? I actually don't. I don't know if I'm putting it on the right side or not, because I don't think it physically says on the earphone if it's a left or right earphone. That's not good.
So will you not pay attention to what you fucking took out? You done it? You dumb bastard. Please, I hope it doesn't say. I hope to fuck it doesn't say. Oh my god, he's so fucking stupid. A big massive L and an R on the inside, but it's not on the outside cup though.
The good news is, actually, I got this one on even easier. Yeah, I don't know if I did that right, because I don't think it says left and right on the phones themselves. Does it? Holy shit. Did they actually have that be an oversight? Are they serious?
They probably didn't think about a big massive issue because they probably didn't think people were that fucking stupid to fucking not fucking check which one's left and right before taking them off and replacing them. Naturally, it's Logitech's fault because I didn't fucking have a Phil Burnell proof mode.
Okay, I did it correctly, and the reason I know I did it correctly, it's showing on the diagram the right headphone is the one with all the buttons, and the right headphone is the one with all the buttons. So I did do the ear cups correctly. So yes, and then the microphone's supposed to come out the left side. See? So I did it right. Now, what does this sound like?
Who fucking cares?
Oh, I was 100% correct. Yup. There's way less noise cancellation with the softer ear cups. So that's your trade-off. If you want the softer cloth ear cups, it is better to stop the noise. So, I mean, pick your poison. Which do you want, right? What's more important, I guess?
Did Phil's stream just fuck up there?
It is better to stop the noise. So
yeah, what the fuck happened there? That wasn't me this time. That was all Phil.
They're ear cups. So that's your trade-off. If you want the softer cloth ear cups, it is better to stop the noise. So, I mean, pick your poison. Which do you want, right? What's more important, I guess? Comfort and not falling apart, because these won't fall apart as quickly either. That's the other thing. They should not fall apart as quickly, I don't think, right?
My acid level elevates,
Okay.
skyrockets, and then I get all giant swelling and incredible pain in my joints.
Actually, I have no idea what's right and wrong. I have no idea what side is what. If you're judging from the box, it looks like that the microphone should be coming out of the left side. And if that's the case, I did it correctly, because it looks like that's the microphone jack right there. But that's only if this picture on the box is even correct. Well, let's see what's in here. We have another accessories thing here. See? Oh, whoa, the wireless adapter went flying. The wireless adapter itself just went flying out of the cardboard. I think it was stuck here, and it flew off. So there it is. That's what I'm going to use to plug it in, you know, have it get received. Now, what's in this bag here? There's like a boxer bag in the back.
It's boring. You're boring everybody. Quit boring everyone.
Oh, it's a storage bag. Well, that's useful. Okay, that's good. A storage bag. On this tiny piece of paper here, I think it's trying to explain some stuff about how to, like, replace stuff. Yeah, it shows how to replace the headphone cover. It's so tiny, I can't even read it. I would need to get, like, my glasses to read this. It's so small.
It's boring. You're boring everybody. Quit boring everyone.
Oh my God, they're actually showing you can actually remove the individual speaker from the ear cup, and it shows there's a wire you can detach to do that. I don't know why you would want to do that. Maybe if, like, they were defective and you needed to return them for warranty, you would do that. But that's actually what they're showing, is that you can actually unplug the internal ear cup, which is kind of a weird thing. I don't know why you would want to do that. Okay, so let's see what else we've got here.
My biggest fans are idiots.
So I can already tell you this thing has a lot more stuff to it than the Corsair did, with all the nice storage bag and all these accessories and everything. So there is yes, there it is. There is the microphone that you would plug into them. So let's take a look. If this, my hair's all screwed up now, of course. If they were to plug in, this would plug in right here, I believe.
Fuck you and your friends.
Wait, or not? I can't tell. There's two jacks. There's literally two jacks on them. One jack is in one head cup and one jack's in the other head cup. How do you know which one is supposed to be? Oh, guess what? I did do the ear cups wrong, because this is the mic, and the mic goes like this.
There you go. So unbelievably stupid. Oh, for God's sake, Phil, this is why you're a goddamn lolcow.
There you go. And so that has to go in the front, so I did put the ear cups on backwards. Great. I do like that there's a storage bag. I'm going to use that storage bag for them, so that way they're not just sitting out. Okay.
You had a 50-50 chance of getting it right, and naturally Phil fucked up.
Okay, let me try to get some of this stuff away. No, the mic only goes on the one side. The other jack must be for the 3.1 millimeter headphone cord. I'll deal with all this later. All that crap. But yeah, I definitely put the cups on the wrong side, so I just need to reverse those. Not that it matters or anything. This is left and right, but I guess for technical reasons, I should put it on the right one. I'm debating, honestly, if I want to use the foam, the cloth, or the actual noise cancellation. I don't know. So that's left, but here's the thing. I don't want that microphone. I'm not going to use that microphone. So it's just going to be like this. All right, well, now I know how to get them on and off. Okay, so overall, the build quality seems pretty good, okay?
Who fucking cares?
They're lighter than the Corsairs were. The microphone is removable, and that's a huge plus because I don't use the mic on
Who
them.
fucking cares?
So that allows me to remove the mic and get it out of the way.
Who
With the
fucking
Corsairs, the mic was
cares?
in the way. It looked stupid. I'd like aim it up or whatever, and it just looked really dumb. Having this mic like flopping on the side of my headphones, and it was always kind of intrusive.
Who fucking cares?
So, overall, I like the design. How will they sound? That I don't know. What I need to do right now is charge them.
Who fucking cares?
Oh, there we go. Come on, get on there. Yeah, I need to charge them so that I can try them for Call of Duty tonight. And hopefully, they're just as easy to use as the Corsair were, where it's plug and play, and probably Windows will detect that they can do surround sound, Windows spatial audio. And so I can get that for Call of Duty tonight. If not, I don't know, because it does say, oh, you could use Logitech Hub or whatever. And here's the problem with Logitech Hub. It works, like I have Logitech Hub, and it actually would work with my keyboard and mouse too, because everything here I have is Logitech now. The problem is, Logitech Hub actually has a conflict with Signal RGB.
Oh, Sonny's asking how far we're behind live DSP. We're behind live DSP by 45 minutes. We're 45 minutes behind live DSP. That's my fault. I'll keep ranting and raving. It's my bad. I'm trying to let the bad man cook.
which is my RGB program. So basically, if I use Logitech Hub for anything, my RGBs are all screwed up in my office. Come on, get in there.
We currently have 2 free spaces, I believe.
So, I honestly don't know if I want to use Logitech Hub, and I actually don't know if it would do anything better or different with the audio quality than that. So people are saying, what was the price? I think it was like $220 on Amazon. Yes.
Jeez. Yep. That was a sound investment there, Phil.
Something like that. Because the one that
you get the joke. Sound investment. I mean, I made it funny.
I had the Astro wireless ones that came with the whole surround adapter device thing. Were more expensive. They were almost $300. But I was like, I probably don't want to use that thing. I probably just want to have ones I could just.
Oh my god! Yeah, that's a good point. 220.
Boom. Member bomb. My biggest fans are idiots.
Phil spent 220 on the headphones. 220. Of all the fucking numbers that Phil could fucking spend and drop on these fucking headphones, he dropped 220 on them. You can't fucking predict that shit. Thank you, Sonny, for gifting 10 members to the bingo stream, which gives us 2 more free spaces. That brings us to 4 free spaces so far for the bingo board. Congratulations to the following people for getting a membership. Congratulations to Lags a Lot, Laika, Shash. I don't know how to say a fucking name. Hold on. Hold on. This name. How the fuck do you pronounce this shit? Shash Hams. I'm just going to call you Steamed Hams. Fuck it. Steamed Hams, Jacob, Dist Optimist, Vac412, Chris Strickland, Puss in Boots, Dr. Chaos, and Rego001. So there you go. If you just got a membership there, make sure you thank Sonny for gifting you a membership. And of course, thank you very much, Sonny, for not only obviously gifting those memberships out, but giving us 2 free spaces. Good stuff indeed. But yeah, Phil Burnell spent 220. Phil Burnell dropped 220. On these fucking headphones. We just happen to have a 220 fucking emoji for the fucking members. Isn't that a fucking... That's just a sheer coincidence. We were prepared for Phil spending $220 on these fucking headphones.
And that's somebody right there who's already got a compromised moral compass.
Device thing were more expensive. They were almost $300. But I was like, I probably don't want to use that thing. I probably just want to have ones I could just plug in and use without having all that rigmarole. So I got these. There we go. The Apple AirPods. Yeah, right. You want to talk about wasting money? Buying anything Apple is a pure waste of money. I'm sorry. I'm someone who had Apple for over a decade. I had an iPad. I had multiple iPhones. Man, am I glad that I'm out of that. That just seemed to me like it was a complete and utter waste of money. I mean, listen, Apple, for ease of use, is nice because their operating system is quite simple and all of that. But basically, when they started really overcharging for everything, I got very skeptical. And I was like, I don't think I really want to be part of this Apple cultish tech family anymore. And my wife convinced me. She says, no, I've had, Android, for a long time, and I've always liked Android, and it's cheaper, and the features are nice. And so we did. We converted to Android. And I like Droid. I like Droid devices. So I'm glad that we swapped, quite frankly.
Who
I feel like
fucking
Apple is
cares?
just trying to charge you this premium price for something that you're really not getting much or anything out of. All right, so they feel comfy. I like the fact that you have bonus ear cups. I will save these. I like the fact that it comes with a bag.
Who fucking cares?
Here you go. So that's nice for storage. What I'm going to do, right now I'm going to go plug it in so that they can charge. And then tonight we're going to use them for the first time ever with Call of Duty. So let's do that.
Who fucking
I'm going
cares?
to go plug them in right now. Don't need the headphone cable, but I might as well toss that in the bag too.
Great, it's going to fuck off again for a few seconds. We get a few more seconds peace. We get a slight reprieve from the fucking bad man.
Shut your hole.
Hello there. Hello there.
Shut your hole.
I press the button 4 times and it plays the same noise twice each time.
Scotland forever!
It is a random Scottish soundboard button after all.
Shut your hole.
And there's that fucking noise. Why is that one so popular today?
Welcome to Operation Mindfuck!
Oh, there you fucking go. Fun fact, my good lady came in when I was doing the intro to Bingos and I talked about the random Scottish soundboard button. She's never heard of the random Scottish soundboard button. She thought the random Scottish soundboard button was just a bunch of random Scottish things that I said. And I'm like, no, it's got nothing. I've said nothing. The random Scottish soundboard button does not contain anything I've fucking said.
All right, so my hair's all screwed up, but what can you do? That's what happens when you put headphones on, right?
Oh, no fucking shit. Fuck off.
Okay, so I will be using those for the first time ever. All right, tonight on my late stream, around 6:45, 7 p.m. Pacific time, here on DSP Gaming and on Kick, I'll be playing Black Ops 6, the new season, whatever the new maps or whatever are, and I'll be testing those out. So I will let you guys know later on. Right now, they are charging via USB-C, okay? And it'll be an interesting live demo. I'm hoping that they sound as good as the Corsairs, and quite frankly, I think they're going to be more comfy than the Corsairs were, because the Corsairs just weren't that comfy. They were just okay, but those seem like they're going to be more comfy and probably have better noise isolation as well. So let's hope that they're good. Live test tonight, okay? Cool. So I know people are going to say, what did you think? And, you know, what's your opinion on them after you bought them? So
what I will say, Camping Dutchman, is I know you're not on Twitter, Camping Dutchman, because you said so earlier on. At the start of the bingo stream, I covered some tweets, and some of those tweets included what Gamebox did. So Gamebox tweeted out a couple of responses to Phil after what Phil said yesterday. But you can rewind the stream if you want to see that for yourself. You know, I mean, I covered that at the very start of the bingo. So basically, Gamebox proved how you can spend over $3,000 on WWE champions.
You get them on Amazon right now. Those are what were they? The Pro X2 Lightspeed headphones. You get them on Amazon right now for a little over $200, at least in the US. I don't know about internationally, but in the US, they're about $220. And you know, hopefully they're good, and I'll let you know. Cool. All right. So my last topic for today. And by the way, I have nothing else to shout out. No one else has contributed. Again, guys.
He's upset. He's upset. Oh, Siege Mode, his arms are folded and get better. By the way, guys, no one gave him any money for that incredible unboxing I just did. I was expecting hundreds of dollars for showing you my expensive new toy I bought, but nobody gave me a fucking penny. So now I'm going to sit here and fucking shame you all.
So, my last topic for today. And by the way, I have nothing else to shout out. No one else has contributed. Again, guys, the goal here today is to hit the goal for the first time in 2 days, to get it by the end of the stream, and then we can do DSP tries at Little Caesars, 3 different kinds of things: crazy bread, pretzel pizza, and deep dish Detroit style. Okay?
Who fucking cares?
Okay? All right. If you don't care about the headphone jack, you can get the Pro X as the block. What's the difference? You're saying there's a Pro X and a Pro X2, and the difference with the Pro X2 is a headphone jack? Oh,
Remember, apparently gets a tip calling out his fucking begging soon. So someone's seen the future, and Phil apparently gets a critical tip.
Didn't know about that. On Amazon, I didn't see Pro X. I only saw Pro X2, so that's what I got. Okay. All right. We have one more topic to talk about today, guys. I want to tell you about what happened yesterday in regards to me playing South of Midnight, which...
For God's sake, isn't something he's fucking gone back and so he's basically fucking been touching upon us all fucking day. Also, that E&S person that just gave him a membership, he then gives Phil 5 members. He becomes a member himself and then gives Phil 5.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not happy about what happened. I want to discuss it, because I want to know moving forward what to do with certain kinds of games. I don't want to have to write certain games off, but at the same time, I feel like what happened yesterday was completely ridiculous, alright? So, let's do it. Oh, by the way, E&S became a member. That's a first.
You've got to be shitting me, Sonny. You have got to be shitting me. We are 45 minutes still behind live DSP, and he spent all his time talking about how yesterday, there's no fucking way. Yeah, the podcast is still live, right? Jesus fucking Christ, no. Right, okay. I'm going to let the bad man cook, because apparently this topic goes on for fucking ever. So, we'll try and, let's just, hopefully we can win bingo quickly. Hopefully Phil will say, you know what I mean, variety. He'll do the fucking Y pose or something, you know, fuck it. Let's get a few more things ticked off on a fucking bingo board. We have 4 free spaces. We're not far away from a full house. But yeah, we need to suffer. I want to get through it as fast as we can.
Member of the day. My hair, look at this now. My hair was fine. I put the headphones on and now my hair's gonna stick up and look stupid.
Who fucking
Thank
cares?
you for the membership.
I do think it's fucked up. You've got so many detractors, illegal restreamers, hate channels, reactors, and every single one of them.
I appreciate that.
Down from the rafters.
Is that we're 31?
You're always plastered.
Thank you, Ian. And I received a $2 tip.
In every single one of your streams.
Remember what I was doing on the day of 9/11? Yes, it was a day off from school and work. I was actually gonna go out and spend it with my mom. Have a nice day out with my mom. We were gonna go like shopping and eat, maybe see a movie. But sadly, because of 9/11 going on, you know, all the chaos in the United States, everything was closing. We still went to the mall to see my former...
Seriously? He's upset he couldn't get to fucking go to the mall and see a movie because of 9/11. Sadly, because of all the chaos of what was happening, the shit started closing. There's no way that he ended up complaining about 9/11 and ruined his fucking day off from school. There's no way. I'm sorry, I said I wasn't going to fucking pause and I was going to let a bad man cook. But he managed to fucking turn 9/11 into how that ruined his day off from school.
$2 tip.
One more time. Let's hear it again.
Remember what I was doing on the day of 9/11? Yes. It was a day off from school and work. I was actually going to go out and spend it with my mom. Have a nice day out with my mom. We were going to go like shopping and eat, maybe see a movie. But sadly, because of 9/11 going on, you know, all the chaos in the United States, everything was closing. We still went to the mall to see my former boss. We actually went to the salad health food store that I used to work at. And we talked with him for like an hour about all the craziness going on.
Wait, how old was Phil in 2011? Sorry, 2001. How old was he? I mean, he had my former boss. Wait. So, he had a day off from school, he says, but he still was working as well. He was tossing salad at the mall. Went and saw his former boss, you know. Sorry, his former...
Boss.
Jesus, hold on. Hold on, but he was 19 years old and he was still at school. So we're talking about September 2001, aren't we? So, he mentioned school.
Tip.
I want to make sure I'm hearing this right.
You remember what I was doing on the day of 9/11? Yes. It was a day off from school and work.
School and work. It was a day off from school and work.
I was actually going to go out and spend it with my mom. Have a nice day out with my mom.
I mean, why would you mention school and work? I mean, I was in high school. I was in high school at the time. I remember very clearly that day myself. Because, like, I remember coming home from school and the towers were still standing, but they were smoking and it was on the news channels. And it's like, this is like, so like, and yeah, it was fucking messed up, of course. You know what I mean? Like, nobody was fucking sure what was happening. People thought it was just some accident or whatever, but there's like, yeah. I don't want to say, I think everyone, I would be surprised. I think a lot of people remember where they fucking were when 9/11 went down. You know? But Phil managed to fucking turn it into like, you know, oh, I was gonna go to fucking go see a movie, but they fucking started closing things. Jesus, man. One more time, but I'm gonna let him cook.
I received a $2 tip. Do you remember what I was doing on the day of 9/11? Yes. It was a day off from school and work. I was actually going to go out and spend it with my mom. Have a nice day out with my mom. We were going to go like shopping and eat, maybe see a movie. But sadly, because of 9/11 going on, you know, all the chaos in the United States, everything was closing. We still went to the mall to see my former boss. We actually went to the salad health food store that I used to work at. And we talked with him for like an hour about all the craziness going on. And then basically all the businesses shut down and everything in the area. So we kind of just went home and watched the news all day. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Ian just gifted 5 memberships to the community. Thank you so much, Ian, for 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate that. So that's the equivalent of $15 of support. So we're currently up to $48 of support. And climbing. Thank you so much, Ian. So now we're about a third of the way to the goal. How about this, guys? By the end of the podcast, let's get to 100. That way we only got to get 50 more during Atomfall, and we can do DSP tries it. We can lock it in and finally do it. Let's do it. Okay?
Nope.
Cool. All right, let me refill my water, and then we're going to talk about this this South of Midnight issue. Okay?
Who fucking cares?
South of Midnight issue. The issue was he was wanting money and didn't get fucking money. That's the issue.
All right, ready? All right, here we go. Folks, we need to talk about the future of games and playthroughs on this channel, because yesterday I tried out a game that was on Game Pass, a game that we had actually seen many months ago, first advertised. I don't know if it was either during the Game Awards or Summer Game Fest last year, whenever it was, okay? But it was a game that had an actual unique visual style and a game that kind of threw together elements from games of yesteryear. It's called South of Midnight. It came out on Game Pass yesterday. It came out a little bit earlier the week before for those who paid extra. And I'll be transparent with all of you here. I hate that practice. I don't like the idea that a game is going to be on Game Pass on Tuesday, but if you pay extra money, you can play it a few days early. Then what's the point of the Game Pass system, right? Like, the whole idea is supposed to be to have like a simultaneous release and everyone gets it the same time. Not, oh, some elitist group that decided to pay a few bucks extra gets it early. Because ultimately then what happens is they give out the game codes to people who they want to promote their game for free, and the games are already out, you know, and people already know everything about them. So kind of the hype of playing the game on release day gets blown away. You know what I'm saying? And that's annoying. So anyway, this game looked unique, at least to me, in the art style.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
stop motion animation style that really isn't. Like, you can play it without the stop motion, and then it looks just like a 60 frames per second game, but you could also have the stop motion effect where it looks like almost the characters are similar to the art style that I would say of the Spider-Verse movies, right? How they purposefully lower the frame rate to make it look more artistic. So, I told everyone I was going to give this game a fair shake. I was going to play it on its release day via Game Pass, see what it was like, tell you my honest opinion, my honest thoughts, and judge based on that if it was a game that I wanted to keep in my rotation and actually do a full playthrough of, or if it would just be a one-try demo, and then we would move on. All right? And to be fair, okay, that's exactly how I approached it. I did not allow myself to be influenced and have any preconceived notions about this game based on the online political sphere that goes around gaming today. I am well aware that in 2025, everything has to be politicized. Everything has to be either left or right, conservative or liberal, 100% left pushing, 100% right pushing, to the point where everyone's always at each other's throats. And if you even hear an inkling of, oh my God, did you know that there's a trans character in our game? That all of a sudden, the entire world has to go crazy, right? Did you hear that Sweet Baby Inc. had involvement with this game? Did you hear that there is a minority as the protagonist of this game? And immediately, that has to be the entire discourse. Anytime that you have one of these things as a part of a game now, that literally makes the entire discourse up online. And what you start to hear is all those things becoming the center focus, and you don't hear anyone say, hey, what does the game play like? Hey, what are the game mechanics like? How are the controls? How's the music? What about the art design? Is the game fun to play? You hear none of that. None. It just like disappears. Like all those factors of if a game is good or bad just go right out the window. Okay? And I'm gonna be honest, that pisses me off. Because me as a gamer, a 17-year YouTube veteran, when I play a game, it doesn't matter what the game is. I try to approach it with no preconceived notions at all. Even though I may know that there's all this discourse around it. For example, I played Dragon Age, what was it called? The Veilguard, back in the fall. And I well knew that there was going to be political discourse in the game because people had already talked about it, pulling a barf and all of that. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to attempt to play it at face value. And I think I played it, I want to say 12 to 15 hours. And I got so bored, I dropped it. I didn't drop it because of politics. I didn't drop it because it was too liberal. I dropped it because it was boring. Like I was 15 hours in. I didn't even know what I was even doing. I was like, why are we doing these missions? What's the point? Everything seems like busy work, side work, boring gameplay. Why are we playing this crap? That's why I dropped it. Recently, I played Assassin's Creed Shadows. And I'm well aware that a major focus of discourse around AC Shadows is that one of the protagonists is a female ninja, which isn't representative of the culture, and the other protagonist is a black samurai, who certainly is not representative of the Japanese culture. And everyone was up in arms about that. But I played the game and I dropped it after 9 hours. Why? Because the game was boring. Not because of the political problems around it, but because the game at face value was not fun to play, so I said I'm not going to continue to play it. That should be the basis on which we judge whether or not we're going to play video games. You know, take a look at The Last of Us 2, which I feel was almost the catalyst of all of this back in 2020. Okay? A game where it's revealed that Ellie is gay. It's revealed that there's another character that's almost like a very manly woman in Abby. And they decide to kill the strong male lead, Joel, off within the first couple of hours of the game as almost to piss you off if you liked him as a character in the first game. And all the discourse around that game was around that stuff. For me, I was able to play the game in full, and I was able to recognize the things about the game that were great, like the graphics and the gameplay elements, but I was also able to observe the things that were not so great, like the plot not only being almost misery porn at times, but also being one of the worst-paced, worst-written plots I'd ever experienced in a narrative-based video game. So I was able to actually observe factual issues with the game while everyone else was screaming politics, politics, politics. That wasn't my problem with it, okay? So now let's fast forward back to today, or I should say yesterday, okay, with South of Midnight, all right? So I start playing this game. And immediately there's a few graphical issues. I can't decide if I want to leave the stop motion on or off or whatever. But once we get into it, right? What is South of Midnight? So it's a game based in the deep south of the United States, the Bayou, Louisiana country, basically. And it has that kind of southern cultural influence. The music is completely unique to that region of the country. The atmosphere, the design, you're basically in a swamp, on a river, a bayou, whatever you want to call it. The gameplay. The gameplay is incredibly reminiscent of classic action platformers. Think Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, Prince of Persia. If you were to take those three games and slap them together into one, that's probably the best way to describe the gameplay of South of Midnight. Okay? For some people, that might be amazing. You might be like, whoa, wait, what? It's like a callback to those classic games? Absolutely it is. Every time you fight enemies, you're essentially in an enemy arena room, just like they used to do in those games. You're isolated to the room fighting groups of enemies in waves. Whenever you're platforming, jumping, double jumping, hovering, wall running, platforming, grabbing ledges, all the kind of stuff that you would have been used to from those old games. Okay? So, that's awesome if you like the classic style, okay? The game has a beautiful art design. That's kind of a unique thing. It does kind of look like almost claymation animation, but it has its own unique style in the visuals, okay? The plot, well, I'll be honest, 2.5 hours in, the plot is pretty silly, where the girl is chasing her house that's getting swept away in a flood. How does she expect to save the house or stop it from being washed away? I have no idea. But then she starts running into mythical creatures, getting powers and magic and stuff. So, you know, it's a fantasy storyline. It's not to be taken seriously. You got to suspend your disbelief. But if you do that, it seems like you can enjoy the plot. And already, like, the first major dungeon area is basically a guy who got turned into a giant tree, and you got to figure out what exactly happened and then free him from being, like, petrified as a tree. So that's just a general idea of what the game is like early on. Now, admittedly, the protagonist is a little bit teen angsty and a little bit annoying, but I feel like that's the plot of the game, is that over the course of the game, she realizes, you know, why people are how they are, why her mom is how she is, and she starts to understand things better because she matures as a person rather than just being an immature teen. And probably by the end of the game, I bet her attitude changes, and I think it's supposed to be like a story of personal growth along with this fantasy plot line, okay?
Who fucking cares?
Do I have criticisms of the game? Absolutely, I do. I actually feel that the platforming is too easy. Give you an example here. The game literally has wall running like Prince of Persia, but the wall running is infinite. As soon as you touch a wall, you can literally run an infinite amount of time on the wall and never lose momentum or height. While in Prince of Persia, there used to be momentum and height elements, and you had to time jumps. You don't have to do that in this game. You actually just infinitely wall run, which I think is kind of silly and too easy. The double jumping and the you know, floating and all of that, essentially is very simple as well. And there's not much punishment for missing a jump. You'll lose a tiny bit of health, but then just get warped back to shore. But then abnormally not adjusted to that is the combat. In the combat of the game, okay, it's very simplistic. You have a basic combo, you have a push ability, a pull ability, and kind of a stun ability. And later on, you get more like a ground slam and stuff like that. Every single enemy seems to have super armor. So whenever you're trying to do a combo, you can never complete a combo because the enemies just attack right through it, meaning it's very unsatisfying. You want to complete that combo you're doing, and you never can. You always have to dodge, interrupt what you're doing so you don't take a hit. That's another criticism I have of the game, of the combat. There's no block, it's just dodging. And I don't like pure dodging gameplay. I like being able to block or parry, and this game doesn't have that, at least early on. And then lastly, all the enemies hit you for an incredible amount of health. If an enemy hits you, you lose like a third or more of your health bar. So if you're attacking 3 or more enemies at once, if one gets behind you, you just die. The other silly thing about it is, even though the combat is kind of annoying and challenging, if you just lose, it just starts the arena over anyway. So it's not like there's any risk reward. If you just die, you have to start over. So are there things about the game that are valid criticisms? Yes, for sure. But in general, the enjoyment of the game comes from exploring the world, from enjoying the visuals, the music, the atmosphere, and the story. I would argue that kind of some of the platforming and the combat particularly are in there to say it's a game, and they easily could have not even been in there, but then people would have complained that there's not enough gameplay elements. So for what I was doing yesterday, all right, I was enjoying the game, really. And if you say, well, was the game woke? No, not at all. Some people just don't understand what woke means. Was the game trying to shove social issues, stereotypes, political values, cultural things down your throat? No. Not at all. It's literally the story of a girl and her mother who don't really get along. The house gets swept away. The girl goes into the woods, starts getting powers, and then that's it. Like, there's nothing at all woke about the game in the first 2.5 hours. Now, maybe later on there is. But for the part that I was playing, there was absolutely nothing whatsoever woke about the game. Zero.
Who fucking cares?
So anyone who says that is a fucking liar. I don't actually care what your take is, because your take is...
bomb.
My biggest fans are idiots.
Poor Sonny. I feel sorry for Sonny because he's just desperate just to fucking make the bad man stop. Thank you, Sonny, for gifting 10 members to the channel, which gives us another 2 free spaces. It means we're 2 away from a full house. Guys, if we get 100 likes, we won bingo. But that's a simple way to break it down. We're 2 away from a full house. We've already got one free space because of 50 likes. 75 likes is 2 free spaces. 100 likes is 3 free spaces. But thank you to Sonny for giving 10 memberships and giving us another 2 free spaces. And congratulations to the following people for getting a membership. Congratulations to Michael Evans, Mad Brown Kid, Fantastic Mr. Phil, Travis B, Punished Mr. Darcy, Intrusive Style Pop Guard,
Member Bomb.
My biggest fans are idiots.
Ted Bunny, Matty of Mordor, Zeno, and Living Dead Girl 35. And thank you very much to Broside Phil for gifting 5 memberships themselves. And congratulations to the following people for getting a membership. Congratulations to Aiden K, Rogue Energy, Hoffer, Kev D, and Mind of a North Star. We are 1 away from a full house, as things stand. We just need Phil to either say one of these things or do one of these things.
Member Bomb.
Well, shit.
My biggest fans are idiots.
Well, shit. Fucking hell. It's not just that. We're done.
Boom. Member Bomb.
My biggest fans are idiots.
So Sonny, right? Sonny getted 5 memberships. And Navy Vet for Life getted 5 memberships at the exact same time. Technically, we've got a free space for tomorrow because the 2 of them. Okay. So, first of all, let me just do this. What was just reading? First of all, thank you to Sonny for 5 members, and congratulations to Soul Spoon, Bruce Legend, Snipey McSendit, King B Cruel, fucking King B Cruel, and Rowdy Rebel. You got a membership, make sure you thank Sonny for gifting us members. And thank you to Navy Vet for Life for gifting 5 members as well. And congratulations to Sean Gonzalez, 64 Nerd, Matt 92 Machine, Crash Override 330, and Fearless of M. So there we go. And if you just got a membership there from one of you 5, just got a membership, make sure you thank Navy Vet for Life. We've won bingo. People just fucking wanted Phil to shut the fuck up that badly. Sunny and Navy Vet for Life gifting at the same time means we got a free space for tomorrow, because we'll carry that free space over tomorrow. So technically Sunny was first, which means Navy Vet for Life has given us a free space for tomorrow by gifting 5 memberships as well. So there we go, good stuff. We are done. Phil was extremely boring and annoying. Basically, Phil wants to have... He's trying to justify why the brand new game didn't do well for him. And his reason for it is already racist.
Burger.
There we go.
Full house. Oh boy, how exciting. Anyway.
All the burgers are done. Fantastic stuff indeed. And of course, let me add to that bingo prize fund. The bingo prize fund now goes up to... Hold on. I don't think the bingo prize fund was that... When my OBS crashed, did it fucking reset the fucking... Hold on. I need to check something, guys. I feel like the bingo prize fund was not that before. Because my OBS crashed, remember, and when it came back, some things were not... so hold on. I need to rewind the stream just to see what the bingo prize fund was before. This is good. Or somebody can do it for me. Yeah, before the bingo crashed, it was the one that I knew it was different. Yeah. Fucking hell. So there we go. I had a feeling it was fucking different. Yeah, there we go. Thank you guys for checking for that. Which means it's one. I had a fucking feeling. That's so weird. I don't know why my OBS did that, but for some reason I just felt compelled to just randomly just crash me on. So yeah, the bingo prize fund is now 177. Good stuff indeed. I just had a feeling it was fucking wrong, you know what I mean? I looked at it and thought, hang on a second, I think it's a couple of dollars, sure, I'm not sure. But yeah, the bingo prize fund is now 177, hooray for that. I mean, do we want... Jesus Christ, man, like... Is it even worth... Like, no, I don't... Well, say we're done with it. We can go to live DSP now and see how he's doing if you want.
But there's no real way to tell. It's so effing dark.
$63. That's the main thing. He's at 63 buckaroos. He's not even halfway to the goal yet. Remember, he was really hoping... Oh, for fuck's sake.
Bomb? My biggest fans are idiots.
Well, that's a second free space for tomorrow then. Wrestling Ranter, thank you for gifting 5 members. That'll carry over tomorrow as well. Okay, you know. So thank you, Wrestling Ranter, for 5 members, and congratulations to the following people for getting a membership. Congratulations to Lou Reed, CE, Splatter, Gamer99X, and Nervous Noodles. And congratulations as well, Wrestling Ranter, for not accidentally sending 50. I assume those 5 were intentional. Jesus, man. Oh, bloody hell. Seinfeld says 23 to go. 150 members. And you know what, bro? That's the wrong approach. If we get 75 likes, I would technically carry that over as well tomorrow. 75 likes will be a third free space I would carry over tomorrow. You know? I don't know how far away we are from that, but hey, I'm willing to stall for a couple of minutes if we can get 75 likes. I don't mind doing that. But yeah, I guess... Jesus Christ, man, unexpected. But there we go. But yeah, Phil not very happy. Phil's not very happy whatsoever. He's on 63 buckaroos. He wants to eat pizza so badly. See the stream title, let's eat some pizza, and so far the audience are saying no to eating pizza. But there we go indeed. Let me check the Discord for a second here, hold on. 2 seconds here. Is there anything that's... Oh my fucking god. Well, first of all, Tacos will share a clip on Discord.
You are it, Dad.
Thank you. And you also... Oh my god. A reminder. Tacos kind of reminded everyone. Phil Burnell was able to monetize 9/11. A reminder, DSP made money from watching 9/11 on his DSP Reacts channel. There's also a screenshot from Phil's Kick Chat earlier on, which is just this fucking madness. I have no idea what the fuck's going on there, but Patrick's in high demand there, as you can see. This Kick Chat is popping off massively. Oh, goodness me. And, Doris saying you sent me something. I think I showed it on the face. If it's Yeah, I already covered that. As soon as you sent it, I went and showed it, and I was asking what the origin was. Yeah, the Phil's weird close-up face, but yeah, we already showed that earlier on. You weren't there. I'm sorry you weren't there, but yeah, I showed it earlier on. Yeah. Thanks for it anyway. Good stuff indeed. Oh, so these Patricks are animated thumbs downs. That's just Patrick giving a big old thumbs down for that. Good stuff indeed. Hang on, this is Phil's. Yeah, let's fucking, yeah, go to the site. Fuck it, let's see. This is Phil's. Jesus Christ, it's still going. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Phil's kick chat is just unhinged. And yes, Phil is deliberately, he's on mute and he's staying on mute. Is he going to complain about kick chat? Is he going to cry about it? Is he going to bitch and whine and moan about kick chat? I don't know. I kind of hope he does. Go on, Phil. I'm waiting for him to like fucking just like get to a point where he stares at kick chat and just fucking complains. Has he said anything yet about kick chat? Doing this, or is he just fucking letting him go? Because he seems to be trying to fucking do his best to ignore it. Jesus, man. No, I've got him muted, by the way. I've got him muted. Like, I could unmute him right now, but I don't want to because Phil's a bad man and I've heard too much of him today. What's going on in Kick Navy Vic Life is asking. It's just all these Patricks giving a thumbs down on the right hand side. It's just too fucking hilarious. Jesus Christ, man. Oh hell. So Phil's ignoring his fucking stream chat. What an interactive and engaging stream that is, isn't it? Isn't that super interactive for him to just ignore his stream chat this entire fucking time while he plays the game poorly? Excellent stuff indeed. I'm sure we'll see some good compilations and highlights from Memoji if Phil fucking goes on our toxic rant toward his audience for fucking thumbing down the content and all that shit. But yeah, anyway. Guys, I'm going to wrap things up there. The main important thing, of course, is that we won bingo. That's the most important fucking thing. That was a... God damn, I was off today. Phil basically is trying to find a reason, find an answer why he wasn't given money yesterday. And he's blaming the internet in general, he's blaming it in society in general for making every game woke. Or trying to claim that every game is woke. I don't know, the coping that Phil goes through to try and justify having a bad day. It's like, oh, the game's not good and it's ruining my content, ruining my career. Phil, you're the one to ruin your own career by failing to fucking, you know, get better at what you fucking do. You're Phil Burnell stayed stuck in his ways. Like, the equipment upgraded, but the fucking formula stayed the fucking same and never evolved whatsoever. It's the same boring fucking shit, it's the same boring content. It's a shiny computer and you got flashing RGBs behind him and all that shit. He's got multiple webcams and all that shit, but at the end of the fucking day, it's still the shitey fucking content and he's not really changing how he fucking does his business and conducts himself in his business. Like, things have to fucking evolve over fucking time. Everything has to fucking evolve over fucking time, you know? It can't just fucking stay the same forever. Well, I mean, even when it comes to fucking things like bingo, I'm always trying to fucking gradually try and tweak things here and there, try and make things a bit better here and there and everything else, you know what I mean? To try and make it a better experience, you know? So, I mean, some slight, I don't try and do like big, massive, fucking huge changes, but I'm always trying to think, you know, to try and make it a, you know, a wee change here and there, just to fucking, like, you know, add a bit of fucking variety and spice to the fucking whole thing, you know? It's just, Phil was just fucking me. He's stuck in his fucking ways. And he's forever going to be stuck in his fucking ways because he feels he's doing things the right fucking way. Anyway, enough of that bad man. So hold on. Before we fucking go, Tacozilla was very kind enough to share me some game codes earlier on. And I was going to try and save them for Friday, but I'm not sure the best way of actually doing it. He went and hit me up earlier on with these game codes. And, the Steam keys for a bunch of the Abe's Exodus games. He's got Oddworld's Abe's Odyssey, Oddworld Munch's Odyssey, Oddworld Stranger's Wrath, Oddworld Abe's Exodus, and Oddworld New and Tasty. So yeah, so 5 different Oddworld games. He gave me Steam keys for all 5 of them, and I wasn't sure how to approach giving them away. You know, it's very kind of Tacozilla to suggest I could do it. I was thinking maybe trying somehow do it involving marbles. But then again, if somebody wins marbles and like I ask them, do you want a fucking game code? If they say no, what the fuck? I mean, I don't want to dump it in chat either, because it just feels a bit wrong to fucking do that, because like, I don't know. It's like, I mean, I'm trying to think. Dumping it in chat just feels like a fucking lazy approach, you know? Because not everyone sees chat straight away, like first come, first serve, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I feel like doing marbles, like a random marbles course on Friday, and then, you know, first and second and third or whatever, if, you know, we can go down the lists essentially. And like the highest placed person who wants game codes can like have like one, I don't know. We can have like one. I don't know. Fuck it. Broside Phil says you just dump it in OBS. What, you just dump the codes in OBS and you just fucking randomly just throw it out there? I don't know. We'll how about this? We'll work it. We'll brainstorm, okay? We still have a couple of days till Friday, you know what I mean? We'll brainstorm, okay? The fact of the matter is, though, these are Steam keys. Tackle's all game, very kind of him. And, yeah, I'll just, we'll try and decide on Friday how to give these out, okay? I feel like marbles is a good way to do it, whatever. We'll try and work it around marbles, but yeah, fuck it. I was even thinking, like, if you're curious, how about this? Okay, how about this? I've got an idea. If you want to, I'll make a community post as well. Or will I? Okay, we'll just work it out on Friday. Fuck it, you know. On Friday, I'll fucking ask who wants a chance of winning fucking Oddworld games, and I might fucking we'll just work it with marbles. Fuck it. Anyway, for now, today, Wednesday, fucking hello, we're current day. We're done with bingo. We won bingo. Happy days of that. Phil was boring as shit. Try to fucking justify why he's so fucking poor supported lately. You know, nothing to do with Kino, guys. Nothing to do with Kino Casino or anything. Phil's poor support is all to do with woke games. Or people blaming and claiming games are woke, you know, but who fucking cares? Phil was more boring than usual today. So God fucking help you if you're going through the rest of that fucking podcast. Jesus Christ, that was awful. From what we had to fucking endure, it was awful. And there was 40 more minutes of that fucking garbage. These autos are going fucking crazy. They're fucking happy it's all over as well. But I'm going to wrap things up there. Thank you for joining me for some robust bingo antics. So yeah, I'm going to end how it always ends by pointing to today's PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. Remember, tomorrow we have 2 free spaces for the bingo, because of those extra members that are given at the end of the stream by Navy for Life and Wrestling Ranter. So yeah, we start off already with a very positive note. 2 free spaces right from the get-go. Fantastic. So yeah, I'm going to end, as I said, how it always ends by pointing to today's PIG contributions made by Pixar Animations. So until tomorrow, guys, I do hope you all enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and I will catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, it's gone, just gone like that.